Conductor.
Let's just be quiet 1 second, please.
We just rapping, dog. Everything real vanilla. Everything moving real vanilla right now. We just have a long I rap. Dog, we gon' call it. Look at me, dog. Look, niggas know I ain't the one to sleep on. I'm under pressure, gotta sleep with the heat. An extra clip beside the dresser like I'm Pop. Paranoid niggas puffin' pot. Puffin' out your chest, what? Stop. We ain't stupid, we ain't stun you or nothing you doing. I'm the intruder, the pursuer, the persuader, the shooter. I display a wide array of different styles. My latest, none greater. I've graduated from furious mad. Now I'm just aggravated. Say congratulations, everybody. I can activate. Imagine they had first let bear bonds from out the batting cages. Pre-performance enhancing behavior. Run my accolades. Run my bath and rub my back, baby. They been sack chasing. If all these rats racing, I'm coming in last place. Snakes in the grass, a haul ass at a fast pace. Offense, autograph the ball.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, by the way, before we even get started this breakdown, we are long overdue for Discord peep. So you got to peep Discord before you get to this Jordan Poole breakdown. We got to peep Discord. So if y'all got any questions, if y'all got any videos that y'all want to send me, you want me to go over, make sure you join the Discord right now. I'm about to drop the link right now in the chat. So if y'all got anything, drop it in there. And also, you can just drop it in the chat. So you can do that as well. So boom, let me put this in here too. Poole be doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm done labeling Jordan Poole. He doing too much. He doing this. He doing that. I'm about to bring some solutions. I brought solutions a couple times before. I'm about to bring solutions once again, once more. So you know, I gotta show you exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm peeping. Cause also, this game is a little different. This is first game off the bench. This is first game off the bench, by the way, with the Wizards. With the Wizards. Yo, by the way, what's good, Cam? What's good, Ben? What's good, Ivanos? Yeah, like I said, let me peep the Discord. If y'all got videos, Ivanos, I know you sent some shit. Let me find. Let me see if I could. Boom. Let me find where in the channels this is at. Boom. So, how far back am I missing? How far back am I missing? All right, so I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna fire through questions I put on here, bro. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I'm just gonna fire through some questions. Breakdown Wemby next. I'm most definitely gonna probably do a few more Wemby breakdowns before the year is done. Most definitely gonna peep Wemby a few more times. Most def. But I'm about to just fire off, go through a bunch of questions I just have not answered in the Discord right now. So let's see. I'm gonna just start from the top of the basketball section. Avanos, you just pulled up in here, so let me get some water before I start cooking up. And by the way, you see that sub count rising, 9.1. We about to hit 9.2K. I told you at 15K, I'll show y'all some IRL film for the very first time, or recent IRL film for the first time. I've showed y'all my high school shit, but high school, that was 3 years ago. Crazy as it sounds. At least to me. Fucking 2021 was 3 years ago. Like literally in a matter of 3 months, it would have been 3 years since I graduated from high school. That shit crazy to me. But time just been flying. But regardless though, I'm happy that I'm here. But look, let's start from the top. Ivana, you said, how do I bring value to any team I play for, make a huge impact as a starting point guard? I'm 5'7", pretty quick and fast. I'm natural at defense, but it still needs work, and I'm also pretty good at rebounding. So one thing I would say, don't forget that rebounding portion. Continue to be a rebounder, because it has a bad rap to it, rebounding, because Russell Westbrook and what he's done with triple doubles. A lot of people will see chasing rebounds as stat padding, but you're just securing defensive stops, right? So especially as a point guard, coaches will love when you actually box out or when you go chase the ball off the glass. And they go look at the stat sheet. They say, oh, shoot, our point guard had 5-6 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? If you get 5 to 6, or even if you get like 4 as a point guard, that's impressive, because you're guarding the perimeter. So now you really have to go down inside and grab the ball off the glass and then keep shit pushing. And I think that's also a reason why Westbrook was more motivated to get rebounds, because he operated better instead of getting outlet passes, just getting that shit off the glass himself and then just going down the floor, right? So that's something you can't forget. But you said, how do I bring value? I answered this here in just in a quick response, but probably going to sum up a little bit of what I said as well, is do exactly what you do best and don't try to stray away from that. You know what I'm saying? Take that shit to the fucking moon. Take it to the stars. Do everything you can with what you got. Be the best version of yourself. So if you do anything that strays away from that, then that's where you're not bringing value to your team. And like I even said here, not everyone is meant to have LeBron or Westbrook style of dominance where you're just triple-double, 30, 10, and 10, fucking 40, 10, and 10, 40, 8, and 8, or some shit. Like, everybody's not meant to be that type of player. The best thing you could do is be yourself. Because if you try to be somebody else, you can't replicate that. So, and then Hawk said, how do I get more explosive? Gregory, hey, yo, what's good? Gurgly? But if y'all got any questions, by the way, drop it right now in the chat. Let me make sure I can see everything in the chat. Boom, okay. But he said, how do I get more explosive with the ball in my hand and seldom move? So explosiveness now strays down to a physiological limitation, right? We're not talking something you can just do going from today to tomorrow. The best thing I could tell you in terms of something that's readily accessible that you could improve on is getting sharper with your angles, like with your foot angles. So now you're more efficient with your movement and you're more direct with where you want to go. A lot of people waste time, they waste energy, they waste movement doing a move, but not leading them exactly to where they want. So the most simple thing that you could do to be able to improve your angles is to now record yourself, right? Record yourself just doing any move. Record yourself doing any move. Or see yourself playing in the game and then you doing a move, right? And then go take a look at where your toes are pointed in terms of where you want to go. If you want to go to the rim but your toes are pointed to the baseline, you're going to go take yourself to the baseline. Your angles are going to be wide. But if you want to get to the rim and you make a go move, your toes are pointed to the rim, that's direct. But sometimes people get pushed off their line and now they're not strong enough. That's a whole different conversation. But that's something that you can do to essentially get more explosive, get quicker, get more efficient. Because it's all essentially going to bring the same result, which is you being better at that first step. So, and he said with the ball in my hands and sell my moves, that's also like workout stuff as to which I post more so on the community section. I post vert stuff. I'm gonna start posting more actual workouts like lifts, and also have some lifts over here in the workout section, by the way, so y'all could even peep that. But overall explosiveness, that's a thing that you really got to develop in terms of training, building adaptations, nutrition, all those little things. So like that's a whole different thing. That's a whole completely different thing. That'll need a whole program damn near. So boom. This one right here, I've honestly said yesterday. Pretty sure there's a few more questions, but let me see. When shooting mid-range, it's bad to hang in there for a little bit and start releasing the ball right before I start falling down 5-7, get my shot blocked. Wait, even question. Before I even finish this. Some players you don't even really need the mid-range at all times for all players. Some of you'll come to understand that. Some of y'all come to understand that is that you don't have to literally be scoring at every single level essentially. Right, you don't literally, as a 5'7" player, do you really have the opportunity to shoot a mid-range? Not just now, but in the future. Meaning, when you play higher levels of competition, are you going to have space? Are you going to have the room to shoot a mid-range jump shot? Most of the time, it's probably not. You know, just because when you take a mid-range shot, you're in more compact space. You're being in more compact space. You're gonna now have to either try to get even higher, or you're going to have to do some sort of altering to your jump shot so that instead of just being here and then having the regular mid-range shot everybody has, you're going to have to do something super unique where you have a real tilt or some shit, or you get a real fluid, quick release over the top. It depends on your play style, but I'm just saying that's something you should really question about your own game, right? Do that thinking for yourself. I'm not giving you an answer. I'm just telling you to think about it, right? And then he said, I'm 5'7", would get my shot blocked, so I thought, what if I delayed my shot? It might be easier to get off. I tried to immediately locked it. Now, whenever I try to shoot smoothly, I can't because I default to a delayed shot. I have videos of both. Think about what I said first. Avanos. Think about what I said. He said first shot, normal and slow-mo, was a hang, pull-up, and the second one was smooth type of shot, and I think it was common. It just depends. Also, it's going to be what works for you best. If the smooth one works better for you in the game, use that. It's literally that simple, right? it's not like it's a certain principle or fundamental you must follow, because basketball is a game of customization, right? It's a game of customization. So you're not going to do everything like you want to do everything. You need to do it as your body allows you to, as your game allows you to, right? And so at that point in time, you must kind of self-reflect and see, all right, do I do it best this way? Do I do it best that way? And embrace both sides, and don't try to lean towards one over another. So that's something you just got to kind of look at and say, all right, do I need this one? And then two, what just works best for me? You know, trial and error. The best way you can learn is through experience. So, and he said, any other tips? I struggle with elbow flare. I don't bring the ball up in a straight line, lose my power on shots. I don't know how to do it. Gem for everybody right now. I promise. I kid you not. This is the best thing I've ever done to my jump shot. And most of the time, it is the cure to exactly what I want to do. Or the cure to allowing me to hit shots. Especially when I'm missing left and right, right? I kid you not. This shit gonna change. This shit gonna change your jump shot forever, right? So when I feel my shot is off, it's usually I feel a little bit of flare to it. Like if I'm missing right, if I'm missing left, that shit feels off, right? If I'm missing shots front rim, back rim, but in line, I ain't worried about it, right? It's just a matter of touch. But when that shit get left and right, you know what I'm saying? When that shit be going side to side, that's when it's like, yo, this shit feel ugly, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with your flow? And the one thing I tell myself, right? I kid you not. If you have problems with your elbow on your jump shot, the one thing you gotta tell yourself every time, and it works every time for myself, is when you go up into your shot, that inside of that elbow, pitch it to that hip. Pinch it to your hip. And then once you get that shot, go up. I kid you not, because you're gonna be able to fix that since you're fixing the root, the start of it. Instead of thinking about having your elbow in when the ball gets up here, pinching in your elbow at the bottom will already bring that elbow in line. So by the time you get to the top, it's already in line, right? And so me personally, I do that shit every time, and it works for me. May not work for every single one of y'all, but I guarantee it's gonna work for a lot of y'all, right? Pinch that elbow in. You pinch that elbow in, you fix the root. By the time the ball even gets up, your elbow's already in. By the time you release it, elbow's already there. So that's one thing that helps me tremendously, like a shit ton. I sent a video on my forum. Can you review it? Yeah, I'm gonna peep it. But let me get back to this. How do you become more fast when it comes to decision making? Because I struggle with making the correct passes, and I mainly. Hold on, you said all right, boom. I thought I seen some other shit, but I struggle with making the correct passes, and I mainly playing with players bigger than me. They get pissed when I'm making mistakes. So the thing is with decision making, you can't try to decision make faster. You just gotta stay at your pace. Look at Luka Doncic. A great example. You know what I'm saying? Every single player in the league plays at a different speed. And I don't think y'all realize it. Y'all see things too much of black and white, and just so much of made shot, missed shot, stat counted, stat didn't count. You know what I'm saying? You see it as that. But when you really look at it, every single player has a unique cadence and a rhythm to their game, right? And so now we see extremes on that scale, though, right? We see extremes. We see an extreme of Luka Doncic, who's incredibly slow, but then we see somebody like Russell Westbrook, who's incredibly fast. That just all boils down to them understanding how they must move their body so that they can still be able to process the game, right? You must operate according to your processing speed. So one thing you never want to do is try to go beyond your processing speed, because that is something that's really just natural to you, right? You got to find what that is, and however fast you can go while still being able to process the game is what exactly you must do if you want to be able to make the right plays as often as possible, right? And so you can't try to say, I'm gonna go faster and I want to be able to make these reads faster. The only way essentially you could possibly do that is by playing more and getting more reps, getting used to playing basketball, and then two, watching more film. So now once you go and play the game, it's almost like the game slows down. Like mentally, you're able to process more out of, even though the rate is still the same, right? Because you've seen all this shit before. And so by the time you get there, it's not like you've never seen it, right? It's when things are unfamiliar that you begin to speed shit up. So once you get yourself familiar to what you're seeing, say I done seen a pick and roll 100, 150 times by watching film. When I go run the pick and roll for the first 10 times after watching it 150 times or so, it's going to feel slower than it did before I watched it 150 times and I really understood what to look at and understood the details, right? Because once you change how you look at things, what you see changes, right? And so when you go into these actions, when you go into these opportunities, how you're seeing them is going to be different. And so now essentially the entire game is going to change around itself. And so when it comes down to that, that's the best thing you could do. Just understand the speed that you are at right now, but continuously improve your IQ, gain that exposure. So now the game could slow down and maybe you could speed your body up, because mentally you don't want to try to just speed that up without gaining the knowledge and the IQ. So boom. Boom today at 416. These are probably all y'all literally from just now. I'm just now realizing this shit. How do I break out of being a big man role? I'm 6'2". Damn, that's tough. Hold on. That's what I hate about high school, though. Hold on. High school put a 6'2" motherfucker, 6'1" motherfucker at big man. And it's like, yo, you're not going to be able to play at another level if you're a big man the whole time. It's just the truth of it all. You know, I can't sit here and try to sugarcoat and be like, damn, it sucks, but you still got a chance. Nah, 6'2" as a big, you trying to go play college? That's tough. In the school I'm at, that's hella tall compared to other schools. I feel like I could bring more value as a guard with the work. Of course, how do I prove that my only use isn't under the basket? I'm serious with it. Our varsity improved from last year, but from my eye, we're missing a real dog, and I feel like I could be that with the work. How do I bring my team to the next level? First things first, your coach probably puts you there because he believes that's what you're best at. You haven't proved him otherwise, right? You haven't proved otherwise. So until you've been able to put the work in so that you can be able to show him and showcase the skills that you have and you're better at something else, you're still going to continue to play that position. And so your work ethic at this point in time, you got to understand how far behind you are in terms of your competition. Because the person that's in between you and getting you to where you want to go is your coach, who perceives you in the wrong light that you should be perceived if you want to play at that next level, right? And so at this point in time, you got to understand, I got to get in the goddamn lab, right? I got to get in the goddamn lab, because it's not like there's no reason as to why your coach feels you're better in the big man role at 6'2" than you are as a guard, right? There's some validity behind his reasoning. And so now what you must do is combat that through work and by proving to him in time as you get better that you're better as a wing and as a guard than as a big. So first things first, that work ethic, right? You said, how can I bring my team to that next level? You got to work your ass off. You got to get in the gym daily. You got to make sure you're working smart every day. Make sure you're working on a certain skill. Don't try to work on everything, right? Don't try to be average, meaning where you're going to go into a workout and say you have 10 points of that you can distribute that represent your level of focus in each skill. And now you decide to split those 10 points between shooting, handling, finishing, and say defense, say defense, right? You split them all 2.5, meaning each one of them get a quarter of your time. Instead of trying to split everything and be even, that being even is going to make you average. Instead, what you got to do is focus on maybe 2 skills, then go 5 and 5, or even go a 6 and 4, or 7 and 3. So now you're really mastering something, right? So now you could expedite that process of putting you in the position that you want to play in. Because what you're doing now is that you're getting so good at this one thing that since you're so good at this, say, one guard skill, shooting on the perimeter, catch and shoot player, or having a really good handle, it's like, oh, that's his gravity. That's what he can help us with. We're going to make him do that. So don't try to do everything. Just build a certain guard skill that is fairly natural to you, that you're kind of already solid at. Build upon that. And now once you end up going back to playing your games, your coach will see, oh, shit, that's what he's good at. Let's put him here. Because all your coaches are going to do is put you somewhere to where you have gravity, put you somewhere to where you excel. If you try to get good at too much shit at the same time, it's going to be too hard to comprehend and retain all the information and knowledge necessary for you to get to a superior level of that skill. So I would say when it comes down to that, make sure you work on a certain thing when you're getting into a gym, a certain skill that is oriented around your game and your natural field. So boom, that's the first thing. I don't know if I have anything else when it comes down to that. Hopefully that all kind of made sense. Yeah. Work hard. Show them that you could be able to play that position. Build that skill. You said, I don't know why, but the Viz didn't send for some reason. It's fine. I'm going to just think about what you said. All right. Bet that. What's good, Pat? Just became a friend from watching your Brady video. You break the game down very well. Hey, appreciate that, Kigo. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. On the road to 10K right now. On the road to 10K. Really the road to 15K. Because that's what I'm going to do the IRL film like I told y'all before. Appreciate that. No problem. But you said, can you break down a college Steph Curry game and how we can benefit from it as a shooting guard? It's college Stephen Curry. That's something I could take note of. Let me just jot that in my notes. Let me put that on my to-watch list, I guess. You know what I'm saying? My to-watch list. Where is it at? Search all my notes. I be noting everything, bro. I have so many notes in my goddamn phone. Y'all really need to start writing shit down. Because you'll end up realizing, bro, we cannot retain all the information that we keep in our brains every single day. We cannot. We just cannot. We just cannot. So, boom. All right. I literally wrote that down. I have a whole list in here. Look. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Hold on. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Players to watch. You know what I'm saying? This is literally no order. It just has numbers so I can keep track. And this is going back to like a long ass time ago. So sometimes I may just go to this list and be like, who do I feel like watching? I'll be like, oh, I remember that. Fuck, I'm gonna watch that today. I watch the shit as to which I feel y'all could learn the most from. Y'all give me a good bit of recommendations. And the good ones, I'm like, oh, that's good. And I'll take note of it. That's some shit I'll probably do in the off season though. But is lifting and ball handling two different things you could work on at the same time? Lifting, you're talking about getting stronger. That's a separate workout in itself. Essentially, you could try to divert more of a focus and essentially more of those focal points, like I was talking about before, like the point system I was telling you, where you could have out of 10, you could place more of an emphasis on getting into the weight room. So when you're on the court, you're not overexerting yourself so much to where once you go lift, you can't lift because you're so tired, right? So that's a different level, different type of focus you may have to add in, just a slight bit though, just a slight bit. But lifting, you could do like 3 times a week and you'll be solid. Like as long as those lifts are sharp, as long as they're good, you know what I'm saying, you'll be straight. But you could definitely do it at the same time. You just got to be cautious of how much you exert yourself on the days you are going to lift. And not be at average you talking about. Yeah. Just take into account what I was saying. When EuroLeague reviews are coming. Once I get in tune with EuroLeague, because before I even start watching, like doing breakdowns on them, I want to know how the game is played and all this little stuff. So I gotta off stream, like on some off stream shit. I'll have to really do my research and start watching the game myself before I even come to stream and start doing the breakdowns. Because I want to understand, just like from my own perspective, just like be able to sit back, not have to worry about clipping stuff, having to worry about making a video. Like I just want to understand it first before I actually do the breakdowns. Same thing I'm doing right now with women's basketball. Like I'll sit back, I'll watch the games, no stream, no nothing, and then boom, I'll be able to understand how this game is played, get familiar with it before I begin to talk and speak out on a game that I don't even really know too much of. So that's when it's gonna start coming. But once things kind of die down for NBA, essentially, like especially in the off season, that's when I have a shit ton of time to be able to do that. But when does EuroLeague go from? Like when does it start? When does it finish? And it's the same time as like right now, right? It's like the same time during the NBA, because when the NBA has its peaks and its valleys, right? It'll have its good moments, its low moments. So at the low points, I may be like, fuck it. Let me slide EuroLeague breakdown, boom, boom. Slide another EuroLeague breakdown, boom. Slide a women's breakdown in, some shit like that. Breakdown how Ja made the leap from his high school game to college. Ja, I mean, the thing about that is I don't have Ja's high school joint. I don't have his high school stuff. So essentially, I could do college to NBA. Maybe his first year in college or some shit. That could be a good idea though. His first year to college to his second year. Because he did play 2 years, I believe. So, hold on. Ja Morant, freshman to sophomore year, I believe. Hold on. I could do some shit like that. I just literally took note of that same shit. You so much on Lucas breakdown to the end of the month. Euro Cup playoffs start in the beginning of March. Okay. I may have to lock in. Let me reassess. And I may just say fuck it. I may just do a breakdown because it's all just good basketball. But then I may just say fuck it. Boom, go and do it. I'll peep though. October to May. Okay, I figured because I just thought about how the players I used to like train with and whatnot, like when they would leave during the seasons and shit, and they'll be gone like the start of the year, and then like the same time as NBA, damn near. So, yeah. Let me get back to this though. As a 5'9" big, hold on. You said wait, 5'9" big man. Middle school. Okay. I was like, wait. Charles Barkley, man. I was about to say we got a Charles Barkley on our hands. Midget, little fuck, big as shit, but still getting boards and shit. I was about to say that would have been crazy. As a 5'9" big man, my last year in middle school, and basically only getting the ball by rebounding. How do I make my teammates believe in my mobility to post up the other players while being the passing big man? How do I improve my shooting ability? Think I'm going to be the point guard, shooting guard my freshman year? Well, that's a quite bit of a change, right? Yo, what's good, Kira? What's good? But by the way, is this a female hooper? We got a female hooper in the chat. But whatchamacallit? Going from a 5'9" big man in middle school to a point guard, shooting guard in a freshman year, that's quite a bit of a change just because your experience and exposure to that position. Just because of that. So when it comes down to that, do you have the skill already? And I'm assuming you're already solid in those skills. You just played the role of a big at 5'9". I don't know why, but So I would say, as a whole, you said, how do I? Whatchamacallit? You said, how do I make my teammates believe in my ability to post up other players? You got to show it to them. That's the only thing you could do. Show it to them. You got to prove it to them through your work, right? If they see you constantly in the gym, one thing I can tell you is this, right? Your teammates will begin to believe in you, really in two ways, right? And it's as simple as this. First things first, right? How often do they see you in the gym? If you're the person who's first in, last out, if they see you always working on your game, they're gonna take note of that. They're gonna understand like, oh, he's actually trying to get better. He's always working. He's at every workout, right? He's not even just at some of the team workouts and shit, but he's at doing his own workouts. Like if they see you working that hard, they're gonna take note of that, right? So first, that's the first thing. But second, this probably trumps the first one. It is being able to translate that first part into the actual game, into the actual practice, the pickup, the real games, right? Being able to translate that stuff and show them I can do it. And so it's a similar concept like I was saying in the Bronny video. You have to take risk. You have to take a risk. If you don't take a risk, you never be able to do so because you got to understand where you're playing the game at this point in time. You're behind the 8 ball, right? And so you're trying to prove that you could do something that nobody else believes. And so what you now have to do is follow your vision and follow your confidence so that you can be able to take action and show them and prove them otherwise. So you have to take that risk. But a lot of people are scared to take the risk because of what comes with failure. But failure is such a dumb thing because it's a way that we limit ourselves because every time we fail, we expose ourselves to what we're not good at. It's only a way to allow you to improve and grow. But people are scared of the embarrassment of failure. They're scared of what people are going to say when they fail. They're scared of the results of when they fail. They're scared of the repercussions of a couple failures. And they'll continuously fail because they'll never see their failures as a way for them to get better. And so essentially what it boils down to in the sense is that you got to literally now take a risk, right? You got to take a risk. In your mind, I always got to be, I trust myself. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Don't just do it blindly. Don't be out here just making just anytime you catch, you go, right? Because now you're just not being smart about it. Be timely with it. Not every single time you catch, you go, but boom, I got a mismatch, boom, I go, right? You can literally build yourself from the ground up, meaning instead of attacking my primary defender every single time, I just attack the mismatch. And by attacking the mismatch, I can get the bucket easier. And my teammates won't really take into account the fact I'm going against the mismatch. They'll just see the bucket go in. And so the more I get used to doing this against a weaker defender, as I see better defenders, it's now going to be, oh, shoot, I'm more comfortable in this area. Let me try to find the ways as to which I can score on them. And your teammates won't be so mad that you're actually going to make those attacks because they've seen you score in that way before. You get what I'm saying? Right? And so now what you're doing is now you're taking advantage of exactly what you have a real advantage over, but also at the same time winning the confidence over your teammates by capitalizing on the mismatches. So that's one thing you can do in terms of the actual game in itself. I just thought of that shit right now, just literally cooked that up off top. I never even thought of that shit before this. I ain't gonna lie. First time I thought of it, I was like, oh, how could you actually do that? Go attack the mismatch. Attack the mismatch, they're gonna see the bucket go through. Now you just get more comfortable in those positions. So that's where you could directly improve that. Now as a guy, just my mom account. That's crazy. I don't feel like starting over. Hey, buddy got all the subscriptions on his mom account. He said, fuck that shit. My video isn't going through. How I think the video is the video size too large. Is the video too large? In Serbia, they don't play pick and rolls until U14. They make everyone play point guard. That's why we see that. That's why we see that many complete players from Serbia. And Nikola Topic is the one. I've seen him playing huge game IQ. That's why there are no problems with undersized big men. I mean, the way it's, I got to really take a look. Like I said, I really got to take a look. Appreciate the knowledge and like the perspective, but I got to really take a look and understand like, okay, I could be able to really be able to picture and understand how these little things work. You know what I'm saying? It just went through right now. All right, bet. So boom, I'm gonna check your film after this, but I think I got one more question. I'm in middle school and I'm like seventh man. I'm short, fat, could shoot a little, terrible at finishing. I'm pretty hated by the team. Do you have any tips for me? I'm like crazy student of the game, especially you. I've been watching since first hitting highlight videos. Hey, them first hitting highlight videos, them shit's old as shit. I think they probably at this point like 16 months old. It's been a grind, bro. I'm telling you, the same grind that y'all must partake in, and when it comes to basketball, same grind I'm doing right now on the social media. I tell y'all, everything is interconnected. Everything is interconnected, bro. The only way I knew how to be able to continuously grind this hard is by basketball. So first things first, appreciate the support, real OG. But second thing, right? You said I'm short, fat. You short and fat. The first thing you got to do is lose the fat. Got to lose the fat. So your goal right now has got to be, I got to get myself to the point where I see my abs. That's got to be your goal. Because if you have all this extra weight, you're not just worse condition, right? And being able to play as long as you want. Now, what's also going to happen is that every single time you try to do something, you're putting your joints, your tissues, cartilage, everything, you're putting your body at risk because you have all this excess weight, right? And so now you have to absorb more force. And now when you play a game, you're going to be even slower. Your moves are going to be even stiffer. It's like you're stuck in the mud. You can't be able to get from A to B. So your goal has to be to lose weight. How do you go about losing weight? All it is a caloric deficit. You just got to be at a caloric deficit, meaning you just have to consume less calories than you burn. Caloric deficit, simple as that. But the thing is, y'all can't control y'all consumption. Anytime you get hungry, boom, you get a snack. Anytime. And it doesn't matter what the snack even is. We haven't even got to the part of what you're actually eating, right? I don't even know if I'll get to that part because that's a whole tangent. And now I'll put on my Dr. Pat hat on. I ain't gonna lie. The second I begin to talk about the science parts of shit. So, all you have to do is be at a caloric deficit. And so what it boils down to is how much you're eating in terms of food, and then how much you're burning, not just resting, right? Your basal metabolic rate, but also how much you're burning through physical activity. So in terms of working out, all you could, if you don't want to do the long distance running, especially if you're trying to be a basketball player, I would say probably not even do the long distance running shit. I would say just to hoop for long periods of time. Hoop for good periods of time. Cut down your consumption. And then there's also this other thing, right? This is kind of random. This is random as shit. But I be telling you, I'll be learning knowledge from various sectors of life, right? And so anytime you eat, the key when it comes down to that caloric deficit and how much you consume is that you must control how much you eat. You must eat in good moderations, right? And what do I mean by moderations? You can't try to overconsume, overindulge, because on top of the fact that it's going to get you heavier, two, if any of y'all are spiritual or religious in a sense, eating too much is a sin. It's called gluttony. Search it up, right? Eating too much is a sin. And so one, it's a sin. And two, when you even begin to look at health as a whole, right? One of the best things I kind of heard over the past few weeks, so something I learned, is that when you look at Asia, right, they're probably in terms of health, leaps and bounds and so far better than America. America's fat. right? And so how do they stay so slim? How is everybody over there in good shape? How do they all live longer? It's all moderation. They eat less than what we eat, and the quality of food that they have is not nearly as bad, right? But going back, the moderation part, there's a Japanese phrase, right? It's hara hachibu. It means eat only until 80%, right? And so instead of eating till you're full, make sure you leave a bit of room every single time. So don't get 100% full to where it's like, I'm good, I'm chilling. Eat until there's a still little bit of space left in your stomach. Every single meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, every single meal, leave a little bit of space in your stomach. And now that's how you're going to be able to keep yourself and restrict yourself from eating too much. So them extra spoons of food you be taking, or once you finish your bowl, you decide to go get some extras, right? Don't do that, right? Just eat slower. Allow your body and most importantly, your brain. There's a electrical delay between your brain and your stomach that'll tell you how full you are. And it usually takes about 15 minutes or so, right? For you to really gauge how full your stomach is. So by eating slower, you allow yourself to really gauge how full you are. And so now that will limit how much you eat. So boom, little science stuff right there, but not nothing crazy. Hopefully that helped. But yeah, he said thanks. Also, I'm like a backup PG on the team. Like my role is just to shoot threes, knock them down. But also never get in unless we're up by 15 plus. And I either average no points or no points when I play or a three. How do I average more by only shooting threes? First things first, you got to get sharp, right? You just got to get sharp, get in shape. Don't try to do too much at one time. Right now, focus on getting abs. I want you to be able to see abs, right? Get in the gym, shoot your ass off, work out. If you're a shooter right now, continue to get better and better at shooting. And your workouts, your cardio session should just be shooting, right? And maybe a little bit of ball handling if you're playing backup point guard. So that should just be the two things you do. So when it comes down to ball handling, you could do something as simple as, all right, let me go to the park. This is my favorite ball handling workout. I kid y'all not. Go to the park, 2 miles, get a basketball, dribble for 2 miles, put some music in, boom. Good little workout. You're going to burn a shit ton of calories, right? And so it's also going to improve your handle at the same time. In terms of shooting, you can literally just go in the gym. I'm making 200 shots today. I'm not leaving until I make that 200, right? I'm not leaving until I make that 150 or whatever it's going to be to start. But in time, you got to progressively improve that count, improve that number. So when it comes down to this as a whole, focus on what's going on right now. Don't think too much about how do I expand my three-point shooting. Your priority right now is losing the weight. You lose the weight, you'll become a better player. You'll really be able to understand how quick you are, how quick you're capable of being, right? And so now you may unlock new parts of your game just by losing weight. You know, you could probably have a quick first step, but you don't even know it because you have too much weight on your body. You know, and then now you'll be able to see, oh shoot, I could get to the rim, so shit, I could get a floater now. I didn't know I could be this quick. I could get a floater. You know what I'm saying? So like you could unlock different parts of your game. You could unlock your handle as well, because handle is not just about how you dribble the ball. It's about how you move your body. Having excess weight on your body, that means there's more to move. So now your movement is going to be worse, right? And so now losing that weight, shit, I may have a real shifty handle. I may fuck around, you know what I'm saying? Like understand, oh shit, my handle is really a threat. I may fuck around dribble better than I shoot. So like that priority has to be getting that fat off right now. So once you get that off, then you could probably be able to see some time. Because also your coach will realize you're in condition. They'll be like, oh, you lost dummy weight. What the fuck? He's slim as shit. How the fuck you do that? And it's like, okay, maybe we could put him in the game because I trust his conditioning. Simple as that. It'll unleash your whole game, I'm telling you. So I would say that's got to be your focus. But let me see what else is in here right now. Kijo sent a video a little bit ago. It's solid. Hold on. I want to keep this shit dummy loud. Let me drop that. My bad if that shit got loud as shit for a second. But boom. I've been telling him to do form shooting for a minute. And if y'all seen how his jump shot looked before, this shit look way worse than it does right now. Look, how far are we? About 39 minutes? His jumper looked way worse than it did now. You could go back and like VODs ago, like probably like months, and you'll be like, damn, motherfucker shooting like these. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about building that level of discipline through form shooting, and that's exactly what form shooting does. Why I always tell y'all, form shooting is always the first step to improve that jumper. Always the first step. Once I get this East Bay, once I get my East Bay between legs, you know what I'm saying? That's when I'm going to go back and redo my form shooting. Because even though I could shoot like a motherfucker right now, like I could go in the workout right now, you give me a rebounder, I'm shooting 80% at least, right? Even though I could do that right now, I'm like, shit, Steph shoot 90. I want to shoot 90 in a workout. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be that sharp when it comes down to shit. So, and then even when it comes down to a game, I want not even just how many I'm making, like just seeing the physical result. I want to improve my mental fortitude because that's where the key lies. Because we all know we all have the capacity to be able to make a jump shot. It's just how good are we at being able to replicate exactly what we must do to make that jump shot. So physically, we could do it. But are we able to keep our mental in the right space so that we can continue to do it over and over? The key is a mental game. And that's one thing I really want to revisit and hone in on. But is there anything I would say is bad with this? I don't think there's anything I could really knock when it kind of comes down to a form shot, because everybody's shot gonna look a little different. And so maybe the offhand, you know what I'm saying, thumb push, but at the same time I use a thumb push myself. I use a little bit of a thumb push. When I redo my shot, I don't even think I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna flow. However it's natural to my body, I'm gonna let myself rock, because also that shit gives me range too, to where I'm comfortable being able to shoot way further beyond the line if I feel I want to. I'm not saying it's impossible to do it without it, but that thumb push helps. You see a Dame, you see a Steph, like they got that thumb push as well when they shoot from further away. So there's not really anything I would say when it comes down to this, but I would say though it's been a good bit of time, so maybe try out some jumpers and whatnot to see how it feels, like not from far, maybe like 10 feet jumpers, you know, and kind of see how that feels. Or even do the same distance, like shoot from right here, but jump. That shit's gonna be tricky. It's gonna feel weird as shit. Trust. It's gonna feel weird as shit, but trust. Jump. Right? So now you force yourself to find a flow while you're not putting so much force into that shot. So it's a trip, but it teaches you how to control that twitch. So I'd say to do that. Ain't nothing crazy out in peep. Isn't one motion shot better for range and stuff? Yeah, most def. Like you can't shoot a 30-footer as a two motion, or you can essentially, but it kills so much momentum. You know what I'm saying? It boils down to fluidity, which is why you see like Caitlin Clark. Like if we're talking physically, right? Y'all gotta understand. If we're talking physically, Caitlin Clark is not stronger than so many players that hoop. Right? She's not stronger than so many even male hoopers, right? She's probably not stronger. Caitlin Clark probably isn't stronger than all male hoopers, but yet she has more range than every single one of them damn near, except for a few. Even if she shoots with the men's basketball, right? The reason why that is because shots shooting from far or shots shooting from even the three-point line, the more fluid they are, the less you'll need these muscles to kind of constrict and say do a two-motion shot. You know what I'm saying? So when it even kind of comes down to that concept as a whole, I'm not saying you must have a one motion shot, but fluidity within a shot doesn't require you to need to have chest muscle, tricep muscle, bicep muscle. You don't need all that shit when it comes down to shooting, right? Some players, you just need a flow. That's it. And once you're able to find that flow and that fluidity that works for you and your shot, go ahead and do so. But I'm not saying never to shoot two motion, because some players do shoot better two motion. So it just depends on you. You got to understand what type of shot you need and what works best for you. And that only happens through trial and error. You must experiment and see what works best. So I think, hold on, let me see. Give me right quick. Okay, boom. Peep that video. Let me respond to Kijo right quick. I'm going to say around. Damn, I can't fucking type, bro. Bomb. Weakest is just I'm 17 years old, wing 6'6", 187, still growing, 3-and-D with handles. Should I try to be more versatile and obtain shooting guard position, or remain at small forward? I'm achieving guarding all five positions. Well, 6'6" at 17, that's tough. But I wouldn't say like just don't fixate yourself at a certain position. I wouldn't like. Don't try to say I'm a 3 or I'm a 2. Like the key to today's game is like versatility. So like it's almost positionless, but I would say the most important thing you should do is say don't acclimate to a position, acclimate to your strengths. You know what I'm saying? So instead of saying let me do this, this, and that so I could be a 2, just say I'm gonna do this, this, and that because I'm already good at this, this, and that. And whatever role I fit into best, I'm gonna play that role. I'm gonna play that position. So that you got to prioritize self, right? And prioritize your customization and understand what your strengths are, what your superpowers are, and then play the game that way because that's the best way you can bring gravity to your team. And so whatever you're good at, you'll naturally find yourself a spot on the floor to do a certain thing. And that's how you're going to be able to have longevity instead of trying to do something just so you could be this certain thing that you want to, that you're trying to be, that you're inspired because of somebody else, but you got to understand what you're best at. So play your game according to what you, and don't think so much about the position of everything. And I would only say prioritize when it comes down to the positions, the importance of certain things at your size and at the positions that you'll play across, right? So like shooting, the versatility defensively, learning those things, the actions offensively that you probably must learn. Like 6'6" as a wing, you may not really get drag screens. So instead, I'm going to focus more so on my handoff game. I'll work on my triple threat game because I'm not going to be the person bringing the ball down the floor, but I'll get the ball off the catch, no dribble taken quite yet. And so now I'm using my triple threat game. So now I'll focus on things like that because a lot of people don't even think about that. I got to go full screen once again. A lot of y'all don't think about that, especially y'all wings, because as a point guard, you're the one bringing the ball down the floor. You're dribbling, right, pass. But now you're passing to a wing. And if you're a wing, you must now build your bag and work out according to how you're getting the ball. And you'll catch the ball and you'll already be in your triple threat. So why not work on your triple threat game? Right? Why not work on your triple threat game? It's only going to help you because that's how you catch the ball. And if you build the triple threat, it's going to now make your dribble deadlier because you don't even need a dribble to score. And so once you put the ball down and utilize a handle that you may already have, the defender's already on their heels because it's like, oh shit, I just had to go from focusing on guarding the triple threat to now focusing on guarding the handle, right? That's a whole different shift mentally as a defender, and a lot of defenders don't have the capacity to do so, which is why Kyrie is such an elite player, why his handle is so elite, because he doesn't need to dribble to score. But now once he puts the ball on the floor and he get into his bag, that's where shit get rough, right? He may hit you with a jab or two. You may bite on the jab. Then he hits you with a jab, goes the other way. And now that ball is on the floor, and now you already fucked up. But that layers to those layers to the game, those levels only come once you decide to learn once you decide to learn that triple threat game. That's the most important part. You said I think height advantage and defense should be advantage for shooting guard. Most def at 6'6", if you're playing the 2 at 6'6", that triple threat game gonna be a blessing. That triple threat game. And somebody else sent they video. Got a young bull sent their video. Young bull sent his video. Hey, this is just a question. I know Buddy Young, but you gotta understand this. You gotta understand this when it comes down to hoops, right? If basketball is what you want to do, if you want to be as great as a Stephen Curry, as great as a Kyrie Irving, you got to think what Kyrie Irving did when he was your age. You got to look at what Stephen Curry did when he was your age. What type of shit was they doing? Right? What were they doing? And I can guarantee you they wasn't doing this. Maybe at times when they was just messing around, but if you really want to get better, this is where you get a step ahead of your competition, right? You're young. I don't know how much you're able to think in a larger capacity, but I'll tell you this. If you think you're now for your later, right, your present for your future, by the time you get yourself to high school, by the time you'll get to college or whatever, right, you'll be so far ahead because you've been already thinking about what you must do to get to this position. While some people have been playing in 3-4 years to get to the league, you've been playing it for 10. You've been playing it for 6. You've been playing it for 8, whatever it might be. Right? So if you just think early, you'll be so far ahead. And now just hearing this now, you got to really take this into account because a decade from now, we could look back on this and be like, yo, I remember what you said. Now boom, I'm at this point. I'm at this school and I'm in this. Telling you, you gotta do this, this and that. Like you gotta do a little thing. So, what were people like Steph doing? What was Kyrie doing? They was building the fundamentals to their game, right? To their jump shot. So, what was Steph doing at this young of age? Form shooting. Del Curry had him doing form shooting in the paint. He would only shoot shots right underneath the rim. And until he was able just to knock those down to where he could close his eyes and make them, then he'll take a step back. Then he'll keep doing the same thing. It's boring, right? But take advantage of the fact being young, you don't know too much, and there's not so much as to what you could really internalize about all the little actions. Just go ahead and do it, because that's what produces the result. Replicate what Steph and Kyrie did. Like, well, Kyrie, for example, living with a basketball in his hand. Everywhere he was, basketball, dribbling down the street, basketball. Anytime he had in the house, dribbling, basketball, something to keep. Always had a ball in his hand at all times. So now his handle is second nature. By the time he's 20 dribbling, I've been doing this shit for 20 years. Been doing this shit 18 years. You know what I'm saying? I've done this my whole life. So I don't think ain't nobody gonna take the fucking ball from me. You know how many moves I got? You know the type of creativity I got? So living with the ball in your hands and then building the shot, starting from close. Start within, start inside, and then boom, work your way out. And just let time go by and trust. You'll be able to get to that level. You'll be so far ahead of everybody, it'll be insane. Had to get some Wingstop. I ain't gonna lie, gang. That's L Eats. Unless this your cheat meal. Unless this your cheat meal for the week, that might be L Eats, gang. That might be L Eats. But I'll cut you some slack. It's all good. But if it's a cheat meal, it's good. But you gotta lock in, bro. You gotta eat to live. You know what I'm saying? If you look at your plate and all the food you got, it's only going to strip your body of nutrients and not replenish your body with nutrients. That's just, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get tough. But you gotta need tips for working on triple threat. Work on the jab. First things first, work on the jab. Work on the jab. Work on the jab. Work on the jab. You need to see a lot of reps of it. You need to see how certain players use a jab. And just pay attention to pace, right? I would say when it comes down to a jab, the first thing you really learn, like I said, is jab. But pay attention to the pace as to which certain players use it. So Kyrie, look at his pace on his jabs. Kobe, look at his pace on his jabs. Kawhi, look at his pace on his jabs. Jordan, look at his pace on his jabs. Those are just a few players that are really good in the triple threat that you can learn a lot of shit from. So I would say just start there. Those players, I guarantee you, especially just between Kobe, Melo. Look at Carmelo. Look at the pace on his jabs. Forgot Melo. But look at those paces, right? And then begin to say, all right, what's going to work best for me and how I play and my speed. That's going to be key. It's going to be key. So I'll say that. I kid you not, I probably worked on a jab for 1 week straight. I went to my, a little court outside. 1 week straight, I was just doing jabs. Maybe did a little warm up, just dribbling 10 minutes, jabbing the whole time. Recording myself, looking back and say, boom, jab, jab. And now I get into the gym. I'm like, I could jab anybody out they goddamn socks. I could jab anybody out they socks. I kid you not. So that's just always something I'm like, oh, get to your jab right quick. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Get my space shot. Like it's so deadly, bro. It's so deadly. Especially, also, I'll say watch some Drew Hanlon videos on jabs. I watched a few of those a while ago. Helped me a lot. Watch some of his videos if you still got them up. It's more tactical. Everyone plays pick and rolls. As any shooting guard, you need to have very confident handle because you're getting pressed full court 40 minutes, playing to improve, posting in. Yeah. So since everyone's in pick and rolls, think about how are you going to get your pick and rolls? Are you going to get them off the catch? Or are you going to get them how are you initiating a pick and roll? You know what I'm saying? So just think about the positions you're in and work on those positions. And then also the most important thing now is to also understand the coverage, right? Understand the coverage, understand how you're going to get guarded. So now you know exactly what to look for when you see these certain coverages. You see a drop, all right, I know what to look for. I know what tag man to look for. I get doubled, all right, boom. I know what player is going to tag. I know what to look for. And so the first time you run a pick and roll anytime in the game, that's when you got to take into account what coverage you got. And then that's when you go almost into your mental notes of, all right, this coverage, this is the tag I got to read. Then boom, you make that adjustment. So that's why players like Luka, Chris Paul are so good. They internalize the coverages they get, and then they go, and then when it comes down to seeing the coverage, they already know what to look for and just dart them the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're so good at this shit. Like they know every single coverage, every single read, how to get out of every single one of them, and how to even score out of damn near every single one of them. So that's the key when it comes down to it, knowing what to read in the pick and rolls. So, but yeah, hopefully, buddy is already in the chat. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 4:40. It's like what? I was like 20 minutes ago. Pretty sure you should already seen this. Let me see if there's anything else over here. This is from the 31st. Yeah, I've seen this already. Let me make sure I got everything. I'm pretty sure I got everything. I might have missed. Someone did a. Boom, I don't think I see it anymore. Let me make sure ain't nothing. Boom. Boom. I'm pretty sure I got everything. Yo, what's good, Oscar? We about to get into this breakdown. I told y'all we had to peep the Discord, man. We had to go through Discord right quick. Let's see. Boom. All right. I don't think there's anything else. All right. It's time. Y'all ready for Jordan Poole? Y'all ready for some Jordan Poole, bro? Y'all ready for some Jordan Poole? Let's get to some Jordan Poole, bro. I think it's time. I think it's that time. Let me get this shit posted on my Discord, of course, or not on Instagram, of course. Let me get this few things pulled up. You know what I'm saying? We about to learn from Jordan Poole, man. About to be a good little breakdown, man. a lot of things went wrong. A couple things did go right. But there's a lot of wrong. I'll tell you that, there's a lot of wrong. But it's all good though. It's all good. That's why we're here. We gotta learn, figure shit out. Boom. All right, let me turn that down just a tad bit. Boom. All right, there we go. The title is tough, not gonna lie. Hey, man, hold on.
Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, you already know.
Easy, hey, easy. Appreciate that sub. I don't even know if you're in the stream, but appreciate that sub. Let me get this posted on Instagram, then we're gonna get straight to it. Boom. Let me get this done. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of stupidity in this breakdown. I'm sorry. There's a lot of stupid things. Holy shit! What the fuck? 52K on the ground. We going dummy right now. DOR to the stars. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better get hit. Y'all better get in tune. Y'all better join the crew before we take off to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Shit about to get crazy. But boom. Let me find a good Jordan Poole clip. Let me find a good Jordan Poole clip. You find it. What should I? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, they be some wild shit. Oh damn, that shit died. Put it in the charger. Hold on. There we go. I had to put it in the charger, bro. My power ain't go out. I paid the bill. All right, let's just go here. All right, no. There's this one play I actually do want to put on my story. This shit is hilarious. Whoever's gonna see this on the gram is gonna laugh their ass off. This shit is hilarious. Where is this play at? Yo, Jordan Poole has some wild shit in this game, bro. That shit, I be thinking that shit is like fake, but it's not. Like, it's not fake, bro. It's not fake, bro. Y'all better help me pay some of these bills too, but make sure y'all join the community and watch the ads. Fuck around, watch the ads too. Ah, damn, I missed it. Hold on, that shit about to be great. Hold on. Yo, this nigga Jordan Poole, bruh. Oh my gosh, this is the funniest shit. Hold on, I can't even show this shit right now. Y'all gonna see when the breakdown, when it's time for the breakdown. Yo, this nigga Jordan Poole is hilarious. That shit is so funny, bro. I may get close to some tears during this breakdown, bro. This shit is just comedy, bro. Not even just Poole, the Wizards, bro. They're comedy. Y'all can't even blame Jordan Poole because you don't see how dog shit their team is. Like, they had some of the worst possessions I've seen in my life. I think I've seen the worst sequence in like my basketball viewing history in this game, bro. Like, it was so bad. Like, it was a sequence of 5 possessions in a row. Like, 5 possessions in a row. It was just shit. It was just bad, bro. Oh my gosh. That shit was comedy, bro. And it just got worse and worse, bro. I was like, how much longer is this gonna go for, bro? Bro, it's time for Jordan Poole, man. It's time for Jordan Poole. It's a pool party, man. It's a pool party. Maybe the motherfucker said pool party, bro. What happened to the pool party, bro? He ain't paid the water bill. There ain't no more pool party for Jordan Poole, man. ain't no pool party, bro. Damn. But all right, I think we got everything. We good. All right, let me post in the Discord once again, right quick. Let me make sure I let motherfuckers know. It's Jordan Poole time. It's Jordan Poole time. Boom. 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 Hold on. Let me just post in the Discord. There we go. Draymond closed the pool. That's wild as shit. Draymond closed the pool. All right. Real talk though. Real talk though, right? Real talk. Let me make sure everything right here is solid. Got that. Boom. All right, when it comes, let me get some water first. I got some shit to say. All right, so understand, right? When it comes down to Jordan Poole, look, Jordan Poole has all the talent, all the skill in the world, but talent and skill does not matter at all if you don't have the IQ to apply the skill and the talent in a real game. So we're about to see how Jordan Poole could apply the IQ to maximize his skill. And on plays like this, it's important that you understand how you can leverage your passing on top of your scoring. So now, boom, he gets into a play right here. He got Jokic, right? He had the roll, the short roll, right? But you got to understand, right? How could you be able to use your passing to assist in your scoring? And so when you get in a situation like this, a pick and roll type situation where you got Jokic pulled over like he's guarding the drop with Bagley, how could you get the ball to the big to now put pressure on Jokic the next time you run this action, right? Because you got to find a way to get that rock to Bagley. Because you get that ball there, there's no tag. He's getting to his float. He gets that bucket. Jokic just going to think twice the next time you do this action. And so now you could begin to watch players like a Chris Paul, LeBron, or Tyrese and see how do they set up their passes to get the ball to anybody they want at any point in time to continue to put pressure onto the defense. And so now that's a missed opportunity. By the way, this is his first game off the bench this season. So also understand that as well. What do you think about that page on TikTok? I was making clips of your streams. Oh yeah, you seen that shit? You seen that shit? I could copyright infringe that shit. I dropped a comment. I told him, I was like, yo, chill, because some of this stuff I haven't even posted yet. But what you call it? We get to that point. I might have to, like, if you don't stop doing shit I've already posted, I haven't yet posted, I have to copyright infringe it. So now that means his page is gonna get taken down. He make his choice. I don't want to send that copyright through, but if I gotta send the copyright through, I'll send the copyright through. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Cause I'm the producer of the whole content, you know. I ain't tripping right now though. Cause there's a whole science behind it, so you can maximize certain things. But you know, I'll see what he said in terms of that. He don't stop. I have to send it through. But boom, let's keep it pushing though. So I believe this is the second half of this possession, right? I believe it's the second half, right? Yeah, this is the second half of this possession. This is back to back. But boom. On the second play, though, right? Maximizing pick and rolls. So they end up getting an offensive rebound now, right? Bagley with the handoff to Poole. Now understand Jordan Poole in this situation. He catches, goes left, and decides to try and turn this corner. But you must understand where your gravity lies. And even understand this right here. He did end up getting a good look, right? Missed it, but understand, right? Understand. This is the key. This is a vital key. When you run these actions, when you got a screen, the gravity that you have is the roll, right? And so how could you utilize the gravity of the roll? You got to wait for the roll to actually occur. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in time, Poole, like you seen, he turned the corner. And so let Bagley roll, slow down your pace. So now you put pressure on Jokic to now have to drop back and guard 2 instead of just guarding 1. and then leading you right into the help with Aaron Gordon. And then if you get this pinch by right here by Murray, you can hit Kuzma, find that passing angle. And so here Poole tries to turn the corner when the corner should not have been turned. But understand how he missed this shot short. It's important to note that he missed it short. Tells a lot about what's going on mentally. And now defensively, boom. Jordan Poole, my favorite player. Oh, damn. Praying for you, man. Praying for you. Praying for you. Praying for you. And the low key does get worse defensively at times. When he gets exploited, when they attack him, it gets bad. But understand, right? Look, Jordan Poole is guarding Michael Porter Jr. right here off the inbounds, right? And so now Michael Porter Jr. got the screen from KCP and the screen from Jokic. But why did you not chase? Why did he not chase? Because even though you're guarding an inbounder, you can still run out of bounds to chase him off the line. But Jordan Poole, he dies on that screen, thinking, oh, I got to stay in bounds or some shit. Get to the outside shoulder and chase him. And you would have been able to stop that three. And if you're not going to chase him, at least talk, at least communicate, and tell somebody else to get him. Now, once again, here too, that's where you got to do your homework. That's where you got to do your homework. Got to go 0.5 with this. Got to go 0.5 with it. Got to go 0.5. Look. Now, if Poole does want to take his IQ to the next level to utilize his skill, he must do his homework, right? And now, at this point, you know you got Jokic, who's going to be guarding the big and playing a drop. So you must understand his habits and his traits as a drop coverage player. And what does Jokic always do, right? Since he plays the drop, he's going to be extremely active with his hands in those pocket passes and even with his feet at times. So, right, understand. If you're Jordan Poole prior to the game, you must see, all right, let me watch some of the best point guards. Let me watch some of the best playmakers, the Chris Pauls, LeBrons, Tyrese Halliburton. Let me even watch Dame Lillard. Let me watch players who played against Jokic in his drop and how they've been able to take advantage of his drop coverage prior to going to the game, instead of just being blind and trying to do something as to what you could have predicted had you did the work prior to the game. Yo, what's good, Sarah? What's good? Am I the only one who can't hear anything? That must be you. That must be you. Ain't no way, ain't no way. We've been streaming for a little minute. But boom, you repeat this even after this, right? Even after. Because the play did go through, right? He didn't turn the ball over, but Poole ended up getting it back, and understand how he's about to miss this next shot, right? Short. Understand how this is going to happen going forward and how this is going to cater to him building his rhythm. Got to understand. Now, Poole, he does have a few good plays. This is one of them, right? Look, Jordan Poole, he waves off Avdia. Avdia says, boom, I'm cool, I'm chill. All right, go ahead, you do your thing. And look how Poole's able to maximize this, right? He waved him off and was rightfully so. Because now once you get into this set, right, he now understands what he must read because they're now running an actual set, right? So once he gets off these two screens, he knows who he needs to read. Reggie Jackson, he's on the outside of the big man that's now rolling, right? Thought that was Gafford, but that's not him. They traded him. But boom, hits Rashawn Holmes right there in the middle of the floor. Michael Porter Jr. right there. No problem. He's just getting to his spots. But guess what? He missed. On Jordan Poole's part, great play made. Understood what to read, made the pass, did everything he needed to, ain't do too much. Gonna end? Nah, hell, it ain't ended with the Wizards. Ain't no way. I don't think so. I think somebody's gonna take a gamble on him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna essentially take a risk outside of there. As long as his contract not goddamn 30 mil. You know, I don't know. We'll see how shit goes along. Maybe some teams like, fuck it, we see him playing. Nah, I don't know if some team gonna trade for him. His trade value is negative. Maybe once his contract's up. We'll see. But the one thing Jordan Poole does excel at, the one thing, right? Now, for Jordan Poole, he's got to self-reflect and understand where do I tend to be successful and get good looks. This is one of these opportunities. Off the catch and where he's just ripping and attacking, where there's space and before the defense could get set. So now what's going to end up happening is that he's able to leverage his weight, use his shoulder, create some space, get into a fade. But once again, He does miss, but it's a great look. He's got to understand that and see the looks that he gets off the spot up going forward. Terrible. Shit. Dog water. Terrible shot. Let me slow this down before you even get into that. I pray you get some good vets around. Bro, it's not, vets can't change your mind. Like, essentially, they could try to egg you on and try to, you know what I'm saying, lead you in the right direction. But if you don't want to go that direction, you won't go that direction. The issue with Poole, it's a issue within self, right? It's an issue within himself. And so now he has to now restructure his framework so that he could be able to have the capacity to try and go and learn the game to that extent. But if he's comfortable being where he is, why would he even go do that? He's got his 30 mil a year. Like, why would he go and change anything? You know? So, like, if that's what he's comfortable with doing, that's what he's comfortable with doing. We can't want more for someone than they don't want for themselves, or than they want for themselves. It just can't. It don't work like that. So we also got to even take that into account when it's someone like Jordan Poole. Yes, he may be playing like shit, but why would we want more out of him when he doesn't even want that much for himself? If he did, he would uptake the habits and the actions necessary for him to get himself to the next level. He would do that. So that's where a lot of people also, they get emotional, right? You can't get emotional when it comes down to shit like that. And that's something I even realized just in life as a whole. Like, if there's somebody around you to which you want them to be grinding and be focused and be like locked in as much as you are, but they don't want that much out of themselves, but you could see that out of them, you can't tie that emotion and like hate them for not wanting that much, because we just got two different lives. We just got two different lives. We got two different perspectives. We have two different things we're trying to work towards. And so at times you just got to let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? You got to let that shit go. But I will continue to use Poole as an intermediary to help y'all get better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here mad at Poole for doing what he's doing. I'm just using this to help y'all get better and the people that actually do want to get better. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. Or even if y'all just want to be entertained and understand hoops. So I'm going to continue to do that. If I can't reach Poole, so be it. If I can't reach Bronny or Rob Dillingham, so be it. I know I can reach a few of y'all. That's all I'm going to do. Or Detroit, they need someone for Kip. They need another low light reel. They need some, bro. Killian Hayes shit be having, bro. I done seen like a little like some clips and shit of Killian, bro. I'm sorry, but like,
With all due respect.
it be comedic, bro. It just be comedic, bro. It be comedic. It be insane. Like, some of the passes I don't watch. Like, I remember I watched one Pistons game, bro, and I was just like, yo, yeah, he did get waived. He did get waived, but also, yeah, I need to slow this down for this play. But that shit, I'm not here to laugh about nobody's hoop, bro. He got there for a reason, bro. He could hoop. It's all good though. All right, but understand, right? Wait. So you seen the first three shots that he took. Missed short, took that midi, missed that one again. Now, why would you decide to go take a shot like this? You shooting about 6 feet behind the line, 6 seconds into the shot clock, 2 passes into the possession, and now you chuck this up and guess where it goes?
I shoot my shot in the brick. Yeah, I shoot my shot in the brick.
That shit gonna be bricks every time, bro. Like, you need to learn how to build your rhythm, because trying to do shit like this, right? Trying to do this shit like this is just not gonna work. It's not gonna work, right? So that's a bad shot. That's the example of a bad shot. You need to get to that foul line. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Talk about that in a little bit. He most definitely does, though. He most definitely do. But here too, in transition, this is something a lot of y'all could take use of, right? A lot of y'all could take use of, right? So understand, what makes LeBron and like Westbrook some of the best transition players is their ability to go fast, but when defenders are out of position, to keep the ball protected. Jordan Poole in this situation, right? He does get the step on to Murray, but once he gets past Murray and gets past the help, notice where the ball goes. To that midline. Bringing that ball to that midline now exposes the ball to the defender that you now beat. So now they can make a last-ditch effort and be able to take away what you should have in a layup or a kick out, right? So now, boom, he doesn't get that ball out of bounds. But what he should do, right? I'm not done, right? Understand. In these situations, right, what he should do instead of bringing that ball to this midline is keeping that ball up here, right, towards this opposite side of where they're recovering, because they can't reach around and be able to get the ball. They would have to hit arm and now that's a foul. So that's a simple way as to which y'all could be able to keep the ball secure and be a transition threat at all times and not have to face defenders who are coming up from behind you just trying to strip you. Pause. Jordan Poole did have a few good plays. He had a few good plays. Remember what I said? He had a few good plays. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? We good. We good. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I don't know if he was in the Matrix for a second. But understand, right? This attack right here by Jordan Poole is smart, right? You got Kisper on that step up, and that's key, right? Kisper on that step up. So I really want y'all to understand, right? It be these little things that'll make somebody efficient. Be the little things. So understand. Look at Kisper, right? Walking, relaxed, boom, he gets up into a sprint. That right there has now put Christian Braun in panic mode because he was not ready for the step-up screen. And so now what this is going to allow Jordan Poole to do is cook. This is going to now allow Jordan Poole to cook, as crazy as it sounds for this season. Because now Christian Braun notices movement once he steps up. Boom, look at his feet, look at his feet, look at his feet. He's playing hopscotch. He's playing, you know what I'm saying? He's playing hopscotch in that motherfucker. He playing hopscotch. You know what I'm saying? Because now this literally allows Jordan Poole to cook. Because even though that's a rare thing, right? Even though that sounds kind of rare, Christian Braun now gets here. Boom. Happy feet. Hopscotch. Now Poole's attacking a defender who's unset, breaks their base. Now he gets here, pump fake, and now since they panicking, boom, gets up, gets that foul. And gets that bucket as well. So it also be your teammates that will also help you in your ability to be able to cook. It's also that. Yo, just went back and saw your review. I'm Young Boy. I'm just trying to catch up to my peers. Thank you for the feedback. I'm gonna go hoop and shoot some right now. All right, bet. Form shots. Keep me posted though. Keep me posted. If you ever got questions, keep me posted. If you're still here, if you heard me. I don't know if you heard me. I don't know if you slid out already. But peep this though, right? Look. Understand. Boom. When you run sets, there's going to be a lot of fluff within the sets, but you can't write the fluff off and decide not to read it. Because notice on this weak side, right? You had this little action with Shamet and Kispert. You got Shamet wide open right here. You got to continuously read the action and not try to premeditate your decision. Because you just throw this up towards the rim, that's a layup by Shamet, right? But Poole misses that. Shot missed it. Now it gives it up to Kispert. And now even though Poole does end up getting a solid, clean look, right? He gets hit way after the shot occurred. So understand how this shot is now also going to finish despite getting fouled, because really that foul had no impact, right? Short again. Poole mentally scared to miss. That's what it's seeming like. He needs to take that leash off, take that chain off, and just let them shits fire.
Okay,
let that shit rip.
What it do, baby?
Yeah,
Yo,
what do you know?
Appreciate that sub, Noah. Appreciate that sub, Noah. Ain't no way he had 0 though on 20-some minutes. He didn't have 0. He ain't have 0. He had three foul shots right here. I just want to ask you to ask you how to know your skills. What you mean how to know my skills? What you mean exactly? Like how did I gain my skill? Like kind of gain my knowledge? Is that what you're saying? But here too. Oh my gosh, I love this play. I love this play. Look, let me go speed it up a little bit. Let me speed this up a little bit. Because we perfect every category. What you mean exactly? What you mean exactly? Type that out right quick and let me break down this play, because I really fuck with this play, right? I really fuck with this play. Understand. Look, when it comes down to Jordan Poole, there's 2 reasons why he can't cook. First and foremost, look at his pace, right? He goes so fast sometimes that he can't even control himself. And now when he goes, he don't got nothing, right? And then now this too, right? And I understand this, right? 2, and on top of the fact that he be going so fast, look at the number of dribbles he's going to take to actually make a go move on Michael Porter, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just too much energy, too much time for you to be able to get to where you want. And all he did was a drive going right towards the baseline. And that could have been done in a matter of 1 dribble, right? But since he lost the rock, all these dribbles, more energy to recover. Now he's getting to a go. He can't take advantage of the mismatch and the speed advantage he has on Michael Porter. Just has to give the rock up. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why he can't really get to the type of shit that he wants. But if that's the type of question you're asking, HJ, in terms of skill, how do you build the skill? the key when it comes down to that for what I did is how much I exposing myself to different sorts of knowledge to improve my neuroplasticity, right? My ability to think, and not just think in the scheme of basketball, but think in the scheme of life, right? So you've got to constantly surround yourself around high level energy things, like high level thoughts, high level consumption, things that are feeding into your ability to be more conscious, to be more aware of kind of what's going on. Improve your ability to question and problem solve. And then once you get to the point where you are able to do that across various things, right? When it gets back to basketball, it's just another thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a concept. You know what I'm saying? The ability to question, the ability to solve, and be able to understand certain things. So I would say that. And of course, as well, it does take a lot of experience. It's not like I just sat here and watched film my entire life. All of high school, all I did was hoop. I was probably like, especially like my last 3 years, sophomore, junior, senior year, I was doing 3-a-days every day. And that was all I did. I didn't need to work. I was just playing basketball because I was so far behind. And so 700, like my junior, senior year, 700 shots, even some of my sophomore year as well, about 700, 1,000 shots a day. Every school day, right? Boom, got that. Team practices had that. AAU had that. My lift had that. And so even all those things at the same time, I was learning how I could improve myself, because I did have resources I was able to use, but in terms of the knowledge, I wasn't able to get that. So while I exposed myself through the experience, I now was able to gain the education and have the knowledge so I could be able to improve, right? And so it's just a whole process of growth, and it takes a lot of experience. It takes a lot of thinking, a lot of exposure. And like I said, the key is to just start off, though. It's a lot of things I just said, but start off with just getting the experience, right? Particularly when it comes down to hooping. And question everything you do. If you do something wrong, why did I do it wrong? How could I improve it? What's the right way to do it? And now you just literally go about that process, everything you do. If I did it good, I did it good, boom, I'm going to do that shit again, right? What did I read? What did I peep? What did I notice? Replicate the good, understand and fix the bad. But here too, this is a little defensive thing as to which you could just be more knowledgeable of, right? So understand, right? Jordan Poole was guarding Michael Porter in this game, right? And so he's the smaller player. What could your advantage be on a person of Michael Porter Jr.'s frame? Being able to get into his hips. And you understand that he's not as comfortable as a ball handler, right? He usually plays extremely vertical. So when he gets into a move like this, I know he's not going to drive because how vertical his frame is. He's not low, so he's going to have to change levels and then get into his go move, right? And for Michael Porter Jr., that's not really a part of his game, right? To be able to change levels like that off a counter, you know? And so at this point in time, you could jam him, right? Not right there, right? But at the point in time, the specific part, right? When you should jam him as a smaller player is on that size up. Get up into his hips, right? Get up into his hips, force him to get low and get into his drive. That's where he's going to be uncomfortable. And as a smaller player, you will have control of his hips. So now instead of him being able to sidestep or step back three over the top and you have no contest over that, now it's just really up to him to miss because he ain't see that hand, right? So little things defensively you got to take into account before a game and understand how he's going to make certain attacks and what you could take advantage of. Now, once again, Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter was low-key just getting quite a few buckets off of this, or getting some looks, let me say, because he did miss this one. But understand this. Look, now Poole switched on to Michael Porter. And how is Porter going to try to take advantage of Poole now? What is he going to do? Now he's going to decide to get into the paint. And now once you enter this territory, it's important that you play the game to your advantage and not to theirs. Porter Jr.'s advantage is the size, the strength, the physicality. Poole's advantage is the speed. So if you want to take advantage of the speed, instead of trying to get here and get physical and grab like he's doing, you must now hollow out so you can navigate around and make this pass to Michael Porter Jr. difficult, right? Instead of just sitting on the inside, put some work in so you could prevent that pass from getting in. And so now he's trying to get physical. Boom, pulls the waist, call a foul on him. I was showing, but I don't know how to apply it while I'm in game. You got to first mentally apply it before you physically apply it. Like you have to almost drill it mentally, drill it into your brain. Like when I get in this situation, I now must make this change. And if you're trying to do the changes in the game, you already fucked up Because if you're trying to make these adjustments, right, in terms of a certain skill, especially the big time ones, you need to do it in practice before it's in the game. Because practice is where you're supposed to make mistakes, and the game is where you're supposed to just absolutely be your best. And so, of course, the best players can make those changes like game to game, and you don't need a team practice or some shit. But what I could tell you, what I could guarantee though, is like once you get into practice, you got to be willing to make mistakes. When you play pickup games, you got to be willing and free to make mistakes. Because the time you don't want to make mistakes is the actual games that matter. Where you do want to make mistakes is the practices and the pickup in your own time in the gym, because now you could be able to adjust and get better and prepare yourself for the only thing that does matter, which is the real game. You got to understand that the real game is the only game that matters. So don't try to be perfect in pickup. Don't try to be perfect in team practices. Don't try to be that person. Be somebody who exposes yourself to mistakes and failures prior to games, and in games you bring all that shit to light. That's how you get better. And as you go about playing more basketball, you'll get better results and better performances. Do I need to play AAU to take my game to the leap, or can I just master individual skills? You need AAU. You're not interested in AAU scene? Neither was I. My freshman going to sophomore year, I didn't play AAU mainly because I didn't have the funds. But my sophomore going to junior year. Wait, was it? Yeah, my sophomore going to junior year is when I first played AAU, and then since I be trying to tell y'all this. I didn't have the funds at all to play AAU. I had no funds. I ain't had the money at all, right? But what I did have was a work ethic. What I did have was someone who people knew was going to be in the gym at all times. And so by the time I ended up finding an opportunity to play for a team that was able to damn near kind of sponsor me, and I was able to pay minimal amounts and not pay much because they just knew how hard I worked and how hard I wanted it. So now I was able to get all this exposure and be able to get better, and now even look at the position that I'm in. In time, of course, understanding who I am and kind of the sacrifice they made, of course I'm going to go back and bless them, right? But just having that work ethic, I was able to get an opportunity to where even though I ain't have some shit, I got into the hands of good people, and they was like, we got you. You know what I'm saying? You'll come across great people that will extend their hand, right? Not just extend their hand, but even overextend their hand, right? To where they're helping you, and it is hurting them, but they just want to do it just to see you get better. That's the repercussions of a good work ethic, of a hard work ethic. But people don't trust the fact of just going about shit and just doing as much as you can. If you do as much as you can, I could guarantee you some shit's gonna happen that you could have never predicted. Never predicted. I never would have predicted that I would have been able to find an AAU team and be able to play there, because just where I come from poverty. I ain't have money when I was growing up, and my parents was always just working like just working night shifts, working just regular ass jobs, right? Blue collar jobs, right? And so when it came down to that, it was like every check was for the bills. Every check was to get food. Every check was for the family of 5-6 people, right? So it was like we ain't have the money, but at the same time, I worked so hard. I got myself into the hands of people who was able to give me that experience and was able to overextend their hand to help me out. So y'all gotta work hard. Y'all gotta work hard, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. All that hard work is gonna come to light, and you're gonna be able to get put in positions that's necessary for you to get to exactly where you want to be. Because one thing about this universe is that you'll never be able to predict how it's gonna give you an opportunity. Never be able to, right? But what you can do is take advantage of the resources that you got, and by those actions and those deposits that you make through your habits, the universe is gonna bless you. We'll just put it like that. Is Danny the best player on the Wizards? No, Kyle Kuzma. It's Kyle Kuzma. Most def. Probably Kuzma, then maybe Avdia, and then shit, I don't know. That shit, they dog water. Kispert or Koulibaly. Tough motivation, man. I'm telling you, y'all gotta lock in, bro. Y'all gotta lock in. I want to see y'all. I want y'all to see how much greener the grass is on the other side of discipline. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to see how green the grass is when you choose discipline, and how fucking brown the grass is. How much weeds there fucking are in the fucking garden when you choose regret. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live your present for your future. He been dropping crazy numbers this month, and he got 43 and 15. I mean, who? Avdia? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If you put them on both on the market, I think Kuzma got more pull. I think Kuzma definitely got more pull, more value, and that kind of just shows, all right, who's essentially the best player. But I don't know. I haven't watched the Wizards enough. They haven't even won 10 games, bro. Motherfuckers ain't even won 10 games, bro. Let me get some water, though. Let me get some water. This Jordan Poole shit is wild as fuck. This shit wild as fuck. Hold on. You gotta understand, right? Let me go back one more time. I gotta get an early pause. Right, so understand. 0.5. This should be tough. Hold on. This should be tough. Defensively. This should be really getting rough, right? So when you play defense, you just gotta have some sort of defensive pride. And look at Jordan Poole. Watch Jordan Poole. Inbound occurs, hands on his knees, just watching the ball, and guess what happens? That motherfucker not even looking at the ball. He's not even looking at the ball. He's just looking in the crowd. He's looking for some baddies. Jordan Poole baddies. This is the search trends we beat. This is why the fucking Jordan Poole baddies is at the top of YouTube search. This shit right here, he looking for the work. This motherfucking tripping. Now guess what happens? Look, ball gets thrown right past his face, straight to the fucking court to Jamal Murray. Now, even though he gonna brick this shot, as a defender, you can't let that shit slide. You just can't let some shit like that slide. Like, what the fuck is going on? That's some bullshit ass defense. You wonder why this motherfucker might be out the league in a matter of 4 years. So that contract is up, that shit going to a minimum. Shit getting rough, man. That shit is just, oh, come on, bro. Motherfuckers looking in the crowd like these. What the fuck is going on? How can you translate that to your game? What part exactly? No Wales is last play. No Wales is last play. Oh my gosh, bro, every single one of these plays just make me like, yo, really making me think sometimes. But damn. Let me know what it is exactly. Let me get through with this play. Right? This is one thing with Jordan Poole, right? This really frustrates me, bro. This is so annoying, right? Understand. This is the one thing that frustrates me about Jordan Poole. Because he'll do some shit like this. He got a mismatch, good pace, boom, step back, shot, looks smooth, you knock it down. But you got to understand this. This is the next possession down. Notice what Jordan Poole does, right? He gets a screen coming from his left side. He gets a switch. But new defenders call for a new bag. You can't try to do the same shit back to back. And so what he's going to do now, I'm hot. I'm Stephen Curry. I'm going to get my shot off. I just hit one from this side. What am I going to do again? Right? Force this shot up on Christian Brown, and guess what you get? Airball. You got to learn how to play the game in layers. Shit not gonna slide like that. You can't just pull anything like that. And look how we looking on the side. What's that, bro? Motherfucking leaning, bro. I can't. I'm not trying to disrespect Jordan Poole or anything like that. Like, bro, motherfucker in the league, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I can't try to tell you. I can't want more for you than you want for yourself. But I just hope y'all see this with what I'm showing y'all, and don't try to be the cute player. Don't try to be the pretty player. Don't try to be the person who's playing the game with no IQ and just going out there just raw dogging it. You know what I'm saying? Just, oh, fuck, I'm go hoop. The only people who could just go out the game and raw dog it is fucking a Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told you, I don't watch no film. I don't know if he was serious or not. You know what I'm saying? He could. Goddamn LeBron, Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Those type of dominant players could go out there raw dog and go crazy. All them other players, though, you're going to look goofy. So don't be that player. Educate yourself. Improve your IQ so you could get better, bro. Come on, it don't work like that for everybody. Kuzma got more pull. He got NBA Finals experience and he had a longer peak. Yeah, that's also like he's a versatile, just scoring wing. You know what I'm saying? Versatile scoring wing. So big up from France. Love your breakdowns. Hey, appreciate the support. Appreciate the support, my guy. Plays like this though, Poole. I love this out of Poole, bro. I love this out of Poole. I love these plays out of Poole. I'll be trying to get as many good plays as I can, but they not too many. They're not too many, bro. Look, these are the good plays by Poole, right? You got Kuzma on the rebound, Wizards on the break. Poole on this right side, he hangs back, right? Because understanding you got Tyus Jones who's already going deep corner. You got Koulibaly, and if Koulibaly is the one that's behind the play, he's the drag player, meaning being the drag, he's gonna get the shot. But Poole is a better shooter when he's controlled like he is right here. So he's able to step in, get his feet underneath him, really get balanced. Because just notice the finish. You see his body, you see his frame is balanced. He's not doing none of that or any of that flailing, trying to sell a call. He's balanced. And when he does that, he's able to get buckets. And so he must look at these plays and begin to replicate that and keep himself even killed instead of trying to do all that showboating like you seen just there. I don't even know if y'all peep this shit, right? Look. I think I cut a little bit of it out, but look. Who he pointing into? You point. Hold on. I'm sorry. Look, Jordan Poole. He finally hits a jump shot. Right? Hits that shit. Look what he does. He points. But understand what the fuck the score is. Hold on. 44-68. 44-68. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. Now, like I said, this is why you got to be even killed when it comes down to your mentality in the game. Because you just hit that last one. You celebrated. You was happy to see it go down. But now when you get another one from the same spot with a terrible contest. This is an open jump shot. You know what I'm saying? 0% contest. You shoot this one, you're not able to knock it down because mentally you're already gone. You're already out of it. But you need to keep yourself on that even playing field to where you're ready to just go and kill. And now right here, the little plays, these little things. Understand. So Kuzma's got Jamal Murray in the post, right? Mismatch. So there's going to be another show. And so what's happening is that Jokic has now stepped off of Bagley, who he was originally guarding. And now on this weak side, they have the numbers advantage, right? And so Koulibaly in this case, he's the person who can't shoot. Poole is the one who can. And Koulibaly decides to step in and screen Michael Porter Jr., who's the person that's guarding him. Because you really got to understand this. Porter Jr. hasn't taken into account the fact that this weak side is at a disadvantage for the defense. And so Koulibaly in this case, you got to screen the person that's going to go recover. So you got to go screen Christian Brown. You screen him. Now Poole can get this shot. Or he could be able to play off the spot up because since this pass was thrown high, he just has to catch that and try to regain balance or rhythm somehow. Right? And so now what happens, right? This is not even Poole's fault. You could add this to his tally, but now he gets the grenade. Right? He has the grenade, 5 seconds left. You just got to put some shit up off balance. Like I told y'all, when you finish shots like this, you should just know damn well this shot about to be brick. So I don't even put the blame on him. Something Koulibaly could have did to adjust that play and get a better look and have a better possession. And right here too, remember what I said with Poole. Remember what I said, right? Where does Jordan Poole get good looks out of, right? Where does he get good looks? When he gets off the spot up, off the catch, and gets into his attacks with a defender who's not set. And also with the help defense that's not really set. Because you're just going quick, right? And especially at the right points in time. So now he's able to get here. He don't miss it, but he's able to draw that foul, right? You're able to break the defender's base right off the catch by getting into this rip through. Now you get the bump. You get to the free throw line. And this is how he must build his rhythm to shoot threes. And even after he hits his three, you got to keep that mind even. You know what I'm saying? You can't get too high, can't get too low. Got to be even kill. And right here too. Plays like this. Little plays like this. Now, Jordan Poole does make some solid plays every now and then. But you know it's always going to get counterbalanced with the sorry play, right? So understand what's about to happen. He just got that steal, got this catch right here. And I really can't explain how the fuck he got in this position except for the fact he trying to be pretty. So what happens? He goes for a reverse and gets his shit beat. I cannot explain that, bro. I cannot explain. When was the last time you see somebody go for a reverse and get their shit beat like that? And now he comes down the other side, boom, gets that two-hand dunk and one. That's crazy, bro. That's tough. That shit's always going to get counterbalanced, bro. It's always like his balance is, his ratio of good play to sorry play is a 1-to-1. Right, whereas like you got somebody like just a better player. This shit may be like a 5-to-1. You know what I'm saying, or not even like 11-to-1. But Poole always got to keep that shit 1-to-1, bro. Always keep that shit 1-to-1. And right here too, I want you to understand this when it comes down to Poole. You got to understand, right? Look, Jordan Poole gets this catch, right? Look, Jordan Poole, he's walking down. He's trying to look to cook. But his teammate is stopping him because understand, he takes his dribble. Tyus Jones is sitting all the way 40 feet behind the line. This now leaves Reggie Jackson to be sitting right here and help. So now if Jordan Poole tries to cook, he's going to look stupid because he has no pace, right? He has no space, right? And so what is he forced now to do? Give the ball up to Tyus Jones, right? And so that's as a teammate how you can get the ball out of the team's hands who ain't going to do shit, right? So you only leading them to looking goofy. So what does Tyus Jones now do with the fact that his contract is about to be up? Get himself into a pick and roll, make the proper reads, makes that skip to Kispert, and now Kispert gets into the lane and gets that lay. He gets an assist because those numbers gonna help when he tries to get that new contract. Yo, what's good? What's good, Satro? But look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You can't put all the blame on Jordan Poole. Look, you really can't. You really cannot. Because you got to understand, Jordan Poole may be playing whack, but the Wizards are just as whack as a team. They got this steal. Throw down to Avdia. Now, wait.
With all due respect.
Avdia is nice, but understand, right? This happens to everybody. We smoke some shit, right? But it's not just that. Understand, you got the offensive rebound. Let's try to cook again. Kispert. Oh, this shit be tough. The team just got bad energy. The ball got bad energy when it's a player with the Wizards jersey on. It just be tough. The ball just don't like the motherfuckers, bro. Tyus Jones, I know Tyus Jones so ready to leave, bro. He's so like, bro, he's like, this shit cannot get done quicker. This shit cannot get done quicker, bro. Understand. Like I tell y'all, bro, look, I'm telling y'all, it's not just Poole. It's the whole squad. He gets a steal on Jokic. He was low-key going dumb. He got like 3 steals on Jokic. But guess what, right? He turned his head. I know you done right now, my boy. You cooked. You cooked. Look, hey, anytime you get a steal and now you dribbling and you decide to do this, I know you's done. I know you done. You not making shit. As a matter of fact, you may get embarrassed because you too scared to actually go up and do some shit that's effective. That shit was sorry. Tyus Jones, low-key, I think he hit the 3 from the side, but that shit was sorry. Yo, what's good, Jacob? What's good? But here too, gotta understand the pacing of this, right? The pacing of this, right? Understand, right? Jordan Poole is no longer playing with Steph and he's playing with Klay, right? So these situations right here is where he's got to be extremely timely and sharp with his goals, right? So see this play out for the first go through, right? He made that first one, boom, he had nothing. Makes us another one, boom, he has nothing, right? He really brought no gravity to do anything that's really effective. So understand this, right? So in a transition play like this, Jordan Poole must utilize pace because you got Kispert running down this sideline. And so if Kispert being here, once you get to this point, cross half court, if Kispert gets to that corner, you will now pull Reggie Jackson down to that corner as well. And if he doesn't go to the corner and stays in help, you get kicked to Kispert, right? So slow down that pace. And slowing down that pace will also give you the luxury of having a drag screen by that big coming towards that middle. So now, once the big meets you on that wing, right, he gets that screen, brings it to you, you stay patient, you can get to this right side. And if you do need to use a second action because the first one ain't work, this gap over here is not going to be towards this middle, towards this wing. It'll be towards that left side. And this gap right here will be much bigger. And you will have more room to bring able to pull in gravity and to be able to make a good play. But what happens is that Poole consistently attacks at his own speed, at his fastest speed, instead of going according to the speed necessary to get buckets. Once again, Jokic he be dotting shit. He dotting shit. Hold on, I gotta slow this down. He dot shit. Look. Hey, understand. No-look passes are so underrated because understand, Jokic, no-look pass. Look at Jordan Poole and his reaction time. That's the first step that he takes, and that ball is already halfway getting to that corner. So by the time that ball gets there, Jordan Poole is out of control, and any player will be out of control. So now when the player goes off to close out, they have so many opportunities to be made by getting to the paint and just making plays. And now boom, shot, bang. And here too. This is not even on Jordan Poole. This is just little gems. It's not even on Jordan Poole. It's just some gems. They could have made some better plays for my boy Jordan Poole. Could have made some better plays for my boy. It ain't always on him. All right, so look. When you run a set, don't just go and screen a spot. What you must do in these situations is when you know you got to screen for somebody, find their man, right? Find a man. And that's what makes Draymond Green such a good screener. Because if a defender tries to jump a player or anything like that, he's going to make it extremely difficult for that defender to get back to the person that they're chasing. And so in this situation, 97 right here, goddamn, you wear 97. I don't know. That's crazy to me. 97. What the use a O lineman? What the fuck? But yeah, he built like an O lineman. O lineman built by the F. What you talking about, Atlantic? But you got to find the player and hit the player and make it tough for them to get back. So now Jordan Poole gets here, he don't got nothing, right? And so in Golden State, that probably would have been a clean look. But this is a different situation. He don't got those players around him, and so you got to educate those players. And so now though, Poole, this is on him because he got this catch right here at 11, and understand how much time he milking. Understand the time he milking. Understand the time that he's milking. He decides to actually go take a dribble with 6 left, and he doesn't decide to do something that's actually purposeful until 5. And so now you threw the grenade on yourself. Now guess what's gonna happen? That shit about to blow up right on yourself, my boy. Brick, you know? So you gotta be better when operating in sets in terms of the team and with screeners, and Poole just gotta be more time efficient. Get straight to your shit. Leave time for you to have multiple options. And then here too, this is a little thing about driving. Y'all can learn a lot from this. Y'all can learn a lot from this. What is it, 0.67? All right, we straight. Right, but understand, right? So Jordan Poole, boom, right here. He gets the switch with Najee. And so what ends up happening is that he gets here. He thinks that bump is enough to get a foul, but it's not. And this is why it's so important of the timing as to which you go for contact, right? Because there was contact when he went up, but you need to make contact earlier. Because if Jordan Poole decides to go and make this drive and seek contact onto Najee on the way there, his defender's out of position. With the defender out of position making contact, that's what's going to cause a foul. But by not seeking contact, you allow the help defender to now get set. And so once they're set, they go up there straight. Now that's not no foul. And now the second defender comes over and beats your shit to the ground like it's volleyball. So now you got to make sure that contact occurs prior to just going up and hitting somebody. Because if you wait till you go up, they could get set. How tall are you how tall are you when you got your first dunk? I was the same height, damn near the same height I am now when I got my first dunk, and I'm about 6'1". And you know, bro, look, hold on. I low-key even got a video though. Hold on. I just realized this. I got one of the videos of like one of my first dunks in my phone. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this because y'all gotta see the transformation, bro. Hold on. You made me go on a tangent right quick. Not a crazy tangent, but let me find this video. It is so old, right? This is so old, bro. But let me find this vid. Shit is OG. It's like what? Probably like 2020. Let me find this video right quick. Just scroll back. Boom. Boom. Not there. There it is. All right. Look. I want to show y'all this. Let me see. Look. So understand, right? Let me boom right here. And look. This is one of the first times I got a dunk, right? This is March 2020, right? So I was a junior. This is my junior year, Yeah, this is my junior year, right? And so this is one of the first dunks I ever got. Like one of the first few that I ever recorded at least, right? This is a brick too. And mind you, this was the first day I was trying so many goddamn dunks that I cut my hand open. That was the first time I ever cut my hand because I was trying over and over and over and missing, right? But I got one make, right? I got one make. Got one make after like goddamn 10 tries or some shit. Like it was endless. And then one of the coaches in there, he was recording. And the funny thing is let me know if y'all know this person, right? Have y'all seen the person, the creator, Eyeball, right? Who like pours water into like the glasses and the cups. Right? He pours glass into the cups and be like, oh, who has more of this skill and that skill? And he'll be doing little things like that, right? Y'all must have seen him because he went viral a few times, like multiple times. And so he was one of the coaches that from my city, and he started doing his own shit. And he was a person literally in the gym on this day. Like the phone was in his hand, right? And so you said it looked like I was getting up hella easy. Hell nah, this shit took me goddamn 20 tries. I think took me goddamn 20 tries, bro. He funny as hell, bro. He literally was one of my trainers when I was in high school. He was literally one of my trainers at the spot I went to. And so that's kind of crazy to even think about. Like y'all didn't see him, you see me. But yeah. So he was literally the person recording this video right here. So understand, I done went from that type of bounce to hold on. Y'all gotta understand, bro. It's a journey. It's a progression. Let me see how I can even find a goddamn video. I mean, this shit's probably in the Discord while I'm playing. Probably find it quicker in the Discord. probably find it quicker in the Discord. Let me see. Boom. Pretty sure it's up here. Let me see. Some of y'all new, so y'all probably have not seen, right? Y'all probably have not seen. But let me find this vid, if I can even find where the hell I put this shit in the Discord. How long ago it was. There it is. I don't went from that to this. I don't went from that to this. And it's a whole journey, bro. I tell y'all, shit is limitless. Shit is limitless. I stopped playing. I said, let me get some bounce. Learn the science behind getting bounce, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Bro. Went from that to this. Same height, by the way. Same height. Right? This is 3 years later. About 3 years later or so. Just put the work in, bro. Just put the work in. So, all that just to say that. So, I was still the same height, about 6'1", 6 foot. Still doing the same shit. So, and then I just ultimately leveraged how much I was able to do using my body. That's it. Same height whole time. Same height. If anything, I grew half an inch. If anything. So. Oh my gosh. This is what I put on my story. Hold on. Hey, let me get some water, bro. We into the last portion of these clips. Hold on. But I didn't even tell y'all where I started from once I started my vertical jump program. Because I changed the entire physiology of my body. That's a different day. It's a little too late for that. But look, this play is hilarious. Hey, bro, this is not this play, bro. Not this one. Look, hey, my bad, but look, I really gotta say this though. I gotta say this. So many embarrassing plays. I didn't think this shit was real, but fuck it. We gotta rock out, right? So understand, right? Look, this is Jordan Poole's season in a nutshell. Look, watch him cook. Damn, bro. Come on, bro. And guess what? They got the rock. He turned that shit over. They went back the other way. This motherfucker's still not in the frame. He's still not in the frame. So guess what? They end up getting boom right here. He gets in the frame, but he ain't doing nothing, bro. You just turn the rock over, bro. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit too. You turn that shit over, you better be one of the first motherfuckers back. Stop doing that bullshit where you just make a mistake and you don't try to go make up for it, right? That's where you're really in the wrong. Because we all make mistakes, but you're not gonna really try to get that shit back and make up for it. That's a bad player right there. That's a player a coach does not want to have in the game. So if you want to get playing time, make sure you get your ass back. You remember how tall you were when as a sophomore, high school sophomore? I was like maybe if I'm 6'1" right now, my sophomore year, I was probably like 5'11". I was probably about 5'11". Maybe I may have grown an inch like each year. You know what I'm saying? I got into high school maybe like 5'8". Sophomore year probably grew a couple inches, like 5'10", 5'11", and then like kind of got closer to that 6 foot, and boom, about 6'1". So, oh my gosh, this is my this is my favorite play. This is my favorite play. This is my favorite play, right? You got to understand. I'm gonna break this down layer by layer, right? Layer by layer. So much shit going on in this play. It's comedic. It's comedic, right? So look, Kyle Kuzma has the ball, right? And so Kuzma gives the ball up to Jordan Poole on his left side so he can give it to Corey Kispert, who is a catch-and-shoot player and doesn't have a man, right? And so look at Kuzma. He's pointing to Kispert, so Poole catches instead and decides to, let me try to get my buckets. Let me cook. And so what does Kuzma do? Panic. He's like, oh, shit, he's about to do some dumb shit again. And notice what Jordan Poole does, right? He doesn't see Kispert, and notice what he does now, right? Or no, I missed one part. Understand. After this, look, right here too. Look, now Jordan Poole. He waves up Corey Kispert, right? He tells him to come set a screen, but what does Poole do, right? He looks at Kuzma. He looks Kuzma off. He calls for his screen is about to step up. He calls off the screen. Why the fuck did you call for a screen by Kispert in the first place? And so now Jordan Poole, let me go cook. But you know what Jordan Poole does. Overcook. And now they end up going to the other side, still getting the ball, and guess what? They just end up getting it too. And now right here, what you're about to see is the most sorry sequence in NBA basketball history that I ever seen in my own eyes. Right? You saw that Jordan Poole play, right? That shit was dog water, right? This is all back to back to back. This is all consecutive. Watch this, right? Poole got ripped, boom, Kispert 2K rip. I ain't gonna lie, what you about to see happen, you gonna think the sliders is turned up, right? Poole got this shit, gave it up to Kuzma, boom, turns this shit over. What the fuck is going on with the sliders, bro? They adjusted the sliders. Understand, this shit is not done. It's not done. They big man get the rock. He in transition, right? So what do you think happened? Bro, ain't no fucking way. The steel sliders for the defense is on 99, bro. That shit is maxed out, bro. Ain't no goddamn way. And guess what? That shit is not done. This is 5 straight plays. Kisper on the attack. He gets into the middle. Boom, he gets his shit beat. When you see this shit in real time, you really understand how sorry the Wizards are. I ain't gonna lie. They need to do something. They need to relocate the team to like somewhere else. Somewhere else. I don't care where. Just relocate. Like, it's just bad at this point, bro. There's too much bad energy in the team, in the jersey, in the ownership, and the players, everything. Need to just let that shit go. That was the sorriest shit I done seen. When any basketball I watched. 5 straight plays. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to back to back to back to back. Oh, damn. He brought that Draymond curse out there, man. Bro, I'm 15, 5 foot tall. Am I cooked? Did I growth spurt yet? You're not cooked. You cooked if you think you cooked, because you're only able to do as much as you think you're able to do. So if you set the limit as to being 5'5" and say you can't do anything, you probably won't be able to do anything. But if you say I'm 5'5", that means I'm shorter to the ground. People can't get under me. I'm a little quicker. I could be a playmaker, get into the lane, use those little strengths like that. You're not cooked. It just depends how you see it, you know? So in terms of being like a LeBron James, yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked like shit. Like, you can't be LeBron. Like, do we want to be Jordan? You can't be Jordan. Fuck no. When it comes down to that, you're cooked, right? You can't be like them. But what you can be like, Spud Webb. You know what I'm saying? You could be like a Marquise Noel. You could be like an Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? You ain't cooked when it comes down to that. You just got to find the ones that match your game. So, Poole the curse. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit, bro. I'm gonna be being live so often because it's just saying I got some more questions, fans. All right, bet. We're gonna be live again on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, about 4 p.m. EST each day. If not, I'll let y'all know in the Discord, which is pinned in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. But we getting close to the end of this breakdown. But peep this Poole though, right? Look, Jordan Poole on help side defense, right? And so a lot of y'all as defenders also do the same thing, right? Where y'all just sit down here, you don't want to put no work in. As a matter of fact, Poole turns to go and box out. But what does he even do? He don't even box out. He just look at his man. As his man decides to come through a lane and grab the rock. He grabbed his arm too, which is really a foul down there. He lucky he lost that shit and ended up getting it back. Because regardless though, that shit was low effort. Y'all need to stop doing the same shit. A lot of motherfuckers be clowning Jordan Poole, but they be the same people who go in the game and replicate the same stuff. So you can't clown Jordan Poole that much, especially if you're doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing the same shit. So some of y'all just really got to reflect and be like, oh damn, am I doing that shit too? Am I doing that shit too? And don't be scared of it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their embarrassing moments as hoopers to where they don't really know what they're doing. And it's just like, oh, they look sorry, but you just kind of going through the motion. It's just about your ability to reflect on that and grow from it, you know? So ain't no bad thing. Everybody got their sorry moments. Everybody got them. But peep this here too. Peep this. So Jordan Poole, this is the only time where you could say he looks good, right? It looks solid, like especially his jumper, right? Look at the balance. Like the balance is there. It's every single time. You'll really notice it, right? Because when Jordan Poole decides to get under control and not try to rush, notice his balance. Defender jumps that lane. He gets to that line, gets to that hop. Notice the finish. Follow through there. He not leaning back and shit. Finishes the shot all the way through. You don't got to hold it there, of course, but still, the shot is great. You can see in the core, see in his base, that the pace is also there. He ain't rushed. And so he needs to begin to take those shots more, the ones that aren't rushed, instead of forcing some shit up. And now right here, too. Peep this. Right? So you got Jordan Poole, right? He about to slip out of the screen because he's not going to set a screen and roll. What he's going to do is get here, boom, slip out. Right? And now with Michael Porter Jr. right there, what the fuck was that? Mike, look. Look. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, this is not just Jordan Poole. Y'all be doing the same shit too, right? Understand. He gets this catch, boom, he shoots. He flailed his fucking body. Do you not even understand this? Right? Look. I don't think Jordan Poole even understands this. You could pump fake. You don't have to shoot. You could. And then he could fly by, and then you could reload and get your balance, get your pace, and get your shot. Y'all be doing the same shit. even though you may think you're open now and there's no more opportunities, you do have another opportunity. Pump fake. Pump fake. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see motherfuckers use that shit so much, especially in the mid-range, because they don't have what they want exactly right now, but pump fake. See Steph run across the line, he getting a hard closeout, pump fake. I get into even more controlled shot. Y'all can pump fake. Y'all don't even realize it, right? You don't have to try to go and sell a foul knowing you got to rush a shot and then knowing that shit is going to be brick because you rushed it. Hold on. Whatchamacallit? You just vibe me like that. I can't be in the future. Robin had his girl when he was 18. It was 5'9" guys on my side. You gonna see? Hey, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, bro. Hopefully I'm wrong. But only time will tell, man. I'd rather I'll play my odds. Be a goddamn IT. Fuck around, be an IT. You know what I'm saying? What you say? You said I can't see the full chat, but said he didn't say you wasn't gonna. He just, hey, I said you could grow a little bit. You can grow a little bit, bro. You can grow, like I said, IT 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", shit. Marquise Noel. I ain't say you gotta be, you gonna stay 5'5" on some Spud Webb shit, you know. And then here too. This is the last play. This is the last possession, I believe. Be an AI. So you can fuck around, be an AI. You could be the EuroLeague AI. Because you know how the NBA turn out nowadays. You got 6'6" point guards, so it's gonna be hard to get hidden. So I'll say that, but you can be like an AI type of player and still be effective if you do little plays like this. Another good play by Jordan Poole, right? Understand, right? This is the time where Jordan Poole could leverage to be able to build his rhythm, right? So he gets here, boom, doesn't get that handoff. Michael Porter Jr., most importantly, right now, he's relaxed. He ain't taking his game serious. They have 26 minutes left. They've been doing all this sorry shit all game. So now Poole gets into his attack. Boom, change pace, gets to his left. Arm right there by Michael Porter Jr. I go up, I get a foul, and I go to the free throw line. This is going to allow me to build my rhythm. So now I'm just settled and calm within the game. So now I can take settled and calm threes and not try to rush every single one of them. Right? But most importantly, he just has to gain the IQ, gain the intelligence, gain the knowledge of the game. And all y'all got to do the same. Because talent and skill with no IQ, that shit means absolutely doo-doo. It means nothing. It means it ain't shit. So gain the knowledge of your game. So that's the end of this stream. We're gonna be live again on Monday. I'm not sure who I'm gonna watch. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch NBA stuff. I low-key been fucking with some of the college stuff lately, so I might watch college again. But give me some recommendations. I'm gonna post on my story or drop them in the Discord. Right? Go to recommendations. Join the Discord in the chat. Drop the recommendations in the Discord of what college players I should watch. I watch Bronny. Watch Rob Dillingham. I could triple back for Rob essentially, but I want to get more diversity. I want to get more of a diversity. So let me know some good players to watch. I heard Aiden Holloway, but I'll take all that shit into account and just make sure you drop that into the stream. Jerry McCain. Jacoby Walter. I heard of Jacoby Walter a couple of times. I'll definitely know that Jerry McCain once again. I could peep Jerry McCain. Have I even made a video on? I think I made one video. I made one Jerry McCain, but that was a while ago. So I'll peep again. I seen he had 35. One of his last few games, so I could definitely peep that. Got a whole scroll of notes. Appreciate it. Hey, no problem. Make sure you don't just have the notes, but you take the notes and apply it into what you're actually doing. So you're able to take one form of material, one form of physical thing, and then bring it actually into your game. So you could really be able to grow your game and take yourself to the next level. So Isaiah Collier, I peeped him a little bit in that Bronny game. I don't know if I'm gonna watch, but I'll consider. But like I said, make sure you sacrifice your present self and you invest into your future self. Would you say watching your streams is watching film? Yeah, I'm watching film. We watching film together. So yeah, this is watching film. So you could also watch film on your own for players that directly cater to your own game. But make sure that can you make a react to players from overseas. Overseas, I told y'all earlier, EuroLeague, I might have to expedite the process and watch one of the games. I'm going to stay tuned. I'm going to let y'all know. Giannis be doing a lot of shit that all of us can't do. He just be out there running with his head down. We can't all do that. We can't go out there and raw dog a game and get 30, 10, and 5. You know what I'm saying? So I could peep, but I'll see. You said, hold on. Let me take a picture of the chat. I'm taking a picture of the chat. Boom. All those names you just put down, I'm gonna go back and literally scroll through right now. But for right now, I gotta slide. I gotta go eat my dinner, make sure I get recovered, and I'm gonna get this. I may get this East Bay tomorrow. I'm gonna get this East Bay tomorrow. I gotta lock in mentally. I'm gonna get the East Bay. I'm gonna get the East Bay. I'm gonna get the East Bay. I'm already up there. I just need the mechanics. I just need the flow. I'm right there. Once I do that, I'm good off vertical jump. I've already exceeded any limitation I thought I could even reach in terms of physical improvement. So it's like, okay, I need to move on and get to something new. 6 foot. Hold on. Let me get through this questions, bro. I can't just give me a couple of days, but what should I reserve my game to? 6'5", 7 foot wingspan. I want to play similar like MJ, Kobe, Zach, and Ant. Try to be a two-way scoring guard. Know your strengths first and foremost, one. And then another name I'll throw in there too is Kawhi Leonard, because Kawhi has skills as to which are literally developed from the ground up. Kobe does have that as well. You can look at the fundamentals to their games and like understand their triple threat game, understand how they're able to get to the mid range, how they're able to get to their spots, and the way you get to your spots, build that according to how you dribble, how you move as a ball handler, right? Understand how you could be able to leverage those little things. And so if it is a dribble pull-up you want to use, most important thing is mimicking a drive. All your steps, all your angles must show that you're driving, so you force the defender to open up and guard like you're driving to the rim, and then you stop in the mid-range and pull up, right? That's the most important thing you can do. So make sure your drive angles are sharp for the dribble pull-ups. Make sure you learn the triple threat game. Make sure you learn how to use a good jab. Make sure you learn how to little separation things, and also self-reflect and see what you're good at, and then see players that also did that shit well. Yo, what's good, Level Hoops? All y'all pulling up as I'm about to slide out. Also get attacking the rim. So make sure you build that dribble pull-up in with your slashing ability. So if you're already good at your driving angles, now just get used to taking a short 1-2, right? And then getting up into that pull-up and making the reads for it and not just doing it just to do it. When you see that help step over early, when you see a defender hollow you out, I have a clip on my Instagram, right? KD dribble pull-up. It's like one of the third most recent video I posted, right? KD dribble pull-up with Obi Toppin. Notice what I said when he hollowed him out, right? That's going to show you they're trying to beat you to the rim. Go watch that clip, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. And so now once you begin to get good at making those reads, seeing your defender open up, hollow out, and show that they're beating you to a spot, that's when you're going to be able to really get that good dribble pull-up. You make that shit regular, drill that to subconscious, you just get used to it, help defender, hollow out, boom, pull up. Simple as that. When he came back for a little bit during the Suns playoffs, bro, that shit was immaculate, bro. Kawhi is so underrated in terms of not just from a skill standpoint, but from a dominance standpoint. Like, he'll take over a series. People don't understand that, bro. He'll take over a series. So make sure y'all go back through in this VOD and rewatch this breakdown. I have a Q&A at the start, and then also have the breakdown more so in the second half. So Steph Curry most dev back in 08. I'll take that down. I'll write that down in my notes. But for now, I got to make sure I go get my nutrients, go get my food and everything like that for the pull-up drill threat isolation situation. Bet that. Go peep that clip, like I said as well. Go peep that clip. And also make sure that y'all sacrifice y'all present self and invest into your future self. And you do everything you need to do to be able to get to where you want to go. So discipline or regret, you choose.